I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledged is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be, what's good? Welcome to the Knicks at Night podcast. I'm your man's, the number one chief rocker in Knicks universe, Uncle Freezy. What's good with you? Y'all want this party started right? Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Let's go, Knicks. Y'all know how this thing go. Blue tears, orange tears, orange tears. Bam. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Y'all ready? Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Scream! What's good, y'all? What's good? Shout out to my people, man. Shout out to the original DSJ. What's good? Forbes Phil's in the building. What's good with you? Shotgun is in the building. Will Salkin, what's good? I see Sarge is in the building. What's good, man? Bronx Mel in the building. Latin Laugh in the building. What's good? Almighty Finesse. What's good? Core Mega is in the building. 27. What's good? I see you. Salute JJ. What's good? Let's go Mets. Dave N is in the building. Salute. What's good? How y'all out there? Yo, I've been debating, man, on whether I should do a quote from the great American poet, at nighttime. I don't know. I'm debating it. DJ Space Ghost is in the building. Astral is off the chain. Okay. I see you. All right. Okay. DJ Space Ghost is in the building. What's good? So I've been debating whether or not to start these joints off with a quote from a great American poet. Because I don't want to cycle or recycle the ones that I use during the morning. Those are typically for the mornings. And y'all know how it is. I'm gonna start this thing off with a quote from the great American poet Melly Mel. You know what I'm saying? You know, or let me start this thing off with a quote from the great American poet Grand Poobah. Or Let me start this thing off with a quote from the great American poet prodigy. Right now, I do believe we need something, though. We need something in the mojo department. I feel like I may be one of the reasons why the Knicks lost in Summer League today. So I need something to fix the mojo. Right? I need something to fix the mojo, man. I believe the Knicks may have lost due to something Uncle Freezy did. Danny Landis is in the building. I believe I may have to do some type of correction for this Knicks Summer League team. And I don't know what. I don't know what. Sherwin is in the building. What's good? I see you. I need to do something to correct the ill mojo of this offseason, this Summer League team, all these things that have gone wrong. I feel like I need to do something. Somebody out there, let us know what we can do in order to get this party started right, in order to get this party started quickly, right? Somebody out there, somebody smart in the chat. Only the smart people, man. Not, only the smart, witty people. Somebody smart and witty, come up with something that we could do to turn this offseason around. I need your help. What can we do? So far, we have gone to the border and looked at the promised land and had it snatched away from us. Mr. Lee in the building. What's good? I mean, there was an NBA draft that occurred where that prospect Johnny Davis went the pick right before us. So Johnny Davis went the pick right before us. So that automatically means Johnny Davis is going to be a Hall of Famer. The New York Knicks make it to the Summer League Finals and get their back kicked in, but at least we made it. So at least we made it to the Summer League Final. We finished the Summer League with a 3-2 record. 2 losses to the same team. We lost twice to the same team. And honestly, I can't even remember who their backcourt was. I don't know what point. Can anybody name Portland's backcourt? Was it Lenny and Squiggy? Portland. I'm trolling y'all a little bit on the names, but I mean, their backcourt was not memorable, and they dominated our promising young backcourt. I'm gonna blame the referees. Almighty Finesse says we can change everything by bringing a Juan Soto to the Mets. Let's go Mets. Bring Juan Soto to the Mets. Let's go Mets. Where does Juan Soto play, though, if he comes to the Mets? We'd love to have his bat, but where would he play? He can't play right. Marte's in right. Or would you move Marte to left? If you move Marte to left, that means what do you do with Canna? You can't move Canna to center. Then what do you do with Brandon Nimmo? And like sands in the hourglass, these are the days of our lives. Justin Woodard is in the building. What's good? T. Williams says Portland drafted. Oh, don't start. T. Williams, don't start this, man. Don't start this. This is not the conversation we want to have. We don't want to start pointing fingers, man. It's too early. It's too early to start pointing fingers. Nah, man, the referees. Look, man. The referees stole that game from us. They did not give us foul calls at all. So DSJ says Keon Johnson and Brandon Williams is the backcourt you're referring to in Portland. Who did they play? Did they play with Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler? Who's that? Porter, Drexler, Johnson, and Williams. That's it. OCD shit. Yo, y'all screen names be fire, bro. Y'all screen names be fire. I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I read the screen names, I just laugh like a second. It kind of catch me off guard. The ghetto intellect is in the building. GI, what's good? What's good? Eddie is like, really, man? You complaining about calls in the summer league? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm blaming the refs, bro. I'm blaming the refs. No doubt. No doubt. Because there's no way Lenny and Squiggy were better than Quentin Grimes and Miles McBride. I'm telling y'all, there's no way Mork and Mindy. There's no way Ralph and Potsy were better than Quentin Grimes and Miles McBride. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care how frustrated you guys get. There's no way Miles McBride and Quentin Grimes could defeat the Portland Trailblazers backcourt and referees. I already know what y'all want to say, right? Why was Quentin Grimes even playing in summer league? He a starter. Some people feel like he should be starting over Evan Fournier right now. Wacko was in the building. What's good, Wacko? Danny Landis is like Laverne and Shirley. Yeah, man. Yo, come on. Hey, Almighty Finesse. Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, yo, jokes is jokes and stuff. We laugh and we kid. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. We got to cut Quentin Grimes some slack, bro. We got to cut Grimes some slack because you can't do it. Yo, come on, man. Come on, man. We got to cut Grimes some slack. Grimes can't do it all, bro. He's only one player. Yo, you know how you joke? You know how you joke a little bit? You joke and joke and joke and whatever. Yo, I'ma act like I ain't see Yo, where is it? I saw it. Where is it? I'm gonna act like I ain't see DJ Scapegoat comment. Yo, Portland legit started Bert and Ernie in the backcourt, but they had the referees in their pocket, so you know. Because there's no way Quentin Grimes should have had a game like he had today without the referees just. Payback Carter was good. Payback. See, man, y'all play too much, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here trying to be serious, man. And Grimes was a cheeseburger. Nah, man. Yo, we joke, we kid around, man, and maybe we kid around too much. Maybe we joke too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we joke around too much, man. That might be what it is. You know what I mean? Miguel P says, let's do a 3-team with Miami and Utah. Utah gets Duncan Robinson, Evan Fournier, D Rose. Miami's 2 first, and New York's 4 protected. Miami gets Mitchell. New York gets Tyler Hero. So what did New York give up? Fournier, Rose. Huh. Wait a minute. Let me pull up. Wait a minute. So you're saying Utah gets Duncan Robinson, Evan Fournier, Derrick Rose, Miami 2 first, New York's 4 unprotected, and Miami gets Mitchell, and we get Tyler Hero. So we give up 4 unprotected, Fournier and Rose for Tyler Hero. Nah, we got to get more than that, bro. We got to get more than we got to. So we're giving up Fournier and Rose and 4 protected first so that Miami gets Donovan Mitchell and we get Tyler Hero? For protected, we give up for protected first. We give up Rose and Fournier. And for protected first. And we get Tyler Hero and they get Donovan Mitchell. And I would say this is something to think about if we can get more than Tyler Hero. If we could get more than Tyler Hero out of this, then I'm interested. But Utah gets Duncan Robinson too? So they get Duncan Robinson. So they get Duncan Robinson, Evan Fournier, Derrick Rose, and 6 first-round picks. So Utah gets Duncan Robinson, Fournier, Rose, 2 Miami first, and 4 New York first. So they get 6 first-round picks, and the Knicks get Tyler Hero. It's something to think about if we could maneuver a little bit. I understand where you're coming from. Sherwin M, easy. Sherwin M. Sherwin is going hard already. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss it, right? Let's discuss it. The first thing I want to consider is why we are giving up Rose and Fournier. Why are we giving up Rose and Fournier when come trade deadline, we could trade both of them to a playoff team and get a late first-round pick? Yeah. Yo, come on, man, with the comments, bro. I'm trying to be serious, bro. And y'all play too much, man. Yo, really just Q was like, yeah, how about not discuss this? I would say to this, I'd rather wait with Fournier and Rose and trade them in individual deals Payback Carter says, do you think Hero is better? Man, come on, bro. Do I think Tyler Hero is better than RJ Barrett? You know what? How about we let the people decide? Is Tyler Hero better than R.J. Barrett? All right. We just threw that in. We just threw that in. We just threw that poll out there. Tell me what y'all think. We'll as soon as when the poll gets to about 200, when the poll gets to about 200, when the poll gets to about 250, we'll read the results. Yo, it look like we gonna be laughing all night, man. So I got I have the poll up. Y'all vote on the poll. Tell me what you think. That's closer than what I thought it was gonna be. It's a blowout, but it's still closer than what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be 100% for RJ Barrett. Rod Tucker's in the building. And Payback Carter says, man, we need Donovan Mitchell. We don't need no Tyler Hero. What y'all doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And Sherwin asks, is Tyler Hero even better than Evan Fournier? Rich Boy's in the building. Game on the line, who are you taking? Good question. Good question. Game on the line, who are you taking? Game on the line, guys. Who are you taking? That's a good question. Game on the line, who are you taking? RJ Barrett or Tyler Hero? I was going to call Tyler Hero a ham sandwich, and then I thought, why not just call Tyler Hero a hero? Yo, why not just call Tyler Hero a hero? Honestly, I think Tyler Hero probably has better shot creation, but I don't think Tyler Hero is a dynamic player. I don't see Tyler Hero as being dynamic. Like, I don't see him as being the next Devin Booker. I remember there were a lot of people that thought Tyler Hero may become the next Devin Booker. Early on, not recently, early on. Is Tyler Hero a better defender? Yo, there are a lot more votes. There are a lot more votes than Tyler Hero than what I thought. I mean, it's not close. It's a blowout, but man, y'all better go out there and support RJ, man. What's Tyler Hero's defensive rating? Let's check Tyler Hero's defensive rating, y'all. Let's check. All right. He plays for, whoa! Wait a minute. Breaking news. Mr. Lee, what's good?
What's good, bro? What's good?
And how you doing, man?
All right, salute.
All right. Hey, man. Hey, so Tyler Hero's defensive rating this season was better than RJ Barrett's. Tyler Hero's defensive rating this year is 111.1, and RJ Barrett's was 112.9. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, man.
I have nothing to say to that either. To me, the name speaks for itself. So,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say this, as far as I'm concerned, because I am a RJ homer, so therefore, my vote was already casted as soon as you put the poll out there.
As soon as
And,
we did it, right? Yeah, man.
exactly. So, and the fact of the matter is that I could care less what anybody else thinks. And to me, I mean, I like how you read off stats, and that's cool. But to me, the eye is everything. The heart shows me more than a stat can do in the amount of time that they're out there on the court, as far as I'm
Right.
concerned.
Right. Right. What were you impressed by Quentin Grimes' performance today?
No, not considering for how many games he started. I wasn't. I'm not. I'm. First of all, I'm not even going to even include the referees. This is how bad you want it, and what are you willing to do to win? And to be honest with you, I wasn't happy that we were playing Portland, but we needed to play Portland just to show us what we needed to be and where we need to get better at. First of all, they have a little bit more size than us in some more areas and a little bit more better athletes.
Yeah.
Uh, so I can honestly say that, on the court, I mean, other than the three, players that I expected to dominate, you know, I don't think they came to the game with their head right as far as how they should attack the game.
Right. Um, when I was watching the game, I was thinking to myself that Portland Summer League team may have beat our starters from last year at the end of the season.
You talking about with Quickly and Toppin and everybody else?
Yeah, man.
Nah,
Yeah, man. I think that Portland Summer League team would have
nah,
blew out our starters that played down the stretch of the season.
nah. And we still have Mitch, correct? Starting.
Was Mitch? I can't remember.
If Mitch, I believe Mitch did start at the end of the season, and no way, because that right there with him and not to say him and Sims, they would have did a lot more as far as boards and that situation, and as far as guarding the rim as well, because the other dude, what's his name, Potter or whatever, Jesus Christ, Harry
Yeah,
Potter,
yeah, Micah Potter. Yeah,
or whatever, Harry Potter,
yeah,
dude was, I mean, I don't even why was he even on our summer league team? Like we could have did better
yeah.
than that. I could have went
I
to the
don't.
seven. I could have went to the 7-Eleven and found somebody better than that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. I'm wavering on these young kids. What about you, Gi?
No, I just think that the fans
one of the biggest stats in Knicks history is you got to go back to Charlie Ward and Mitchell Robinson. That gap is when we re-signed a young player, right? So Knicks have always been Knicks and young players has never been great history, right? But part of it is the fans, man. Social media is. There's been some fans that have been comfortable typing that Grimes is the next baby Clay Thompson. And I'm just like, what is going? Like what? Like, and then you got to say, Freeze. You got to step back and say, I guess we own our own responsibility. It was the Frank Ntilikina, there was the Amon Show, Knicks tape. Like we let young players get into our hearts, and we don't purchase analytically. We purchase emotionally, and emotional purchases. They're never good purchases, Freezy. They're never good. They're never good. So we would stop purchasing emotionally and purchase analytically. I think we can rate our young players, but I think Grimes is what he is. Freezy, I think he could potentially be an efficient role player in the NBA, a good 3-and-D guy. He doesn't have gift. People trying to put the ball in his hands for him to create off the dribble, and I don't know where this comes from. I don't think he was drafted as that type of player either. I think if we go back to the draft, we talked about 3-and-D. His defense was his lead, and now in one summer we turn him into, well, dare I say it, Klay Thompson.
You hurt my heart, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
Forgive me. Please forgive me. I speak some truth, though. No, I speak some truth. No.
Quentin Grimes is supposed to be a part of our saving grace. Oh, hey!
When did this happen?
Hey,
when did
you got some music playing in the background? We'll get flagged for that if you got music playing in the background.
When did this happen? When did Quentin Grimes become the savior of the whole franchise or of the youth movement? Which specifically?
Yeah, this young core is supposed to be our saving grace, bro.
Oh nah, I know where this is going. So we don't get too emotionally detached in case we got to move him off of Mitchell. I got where this is going.
Freezy, come on, Freeze.
What, man? What? Come on, man. Hey, Don P, you really get ready to kick me while we down, bro? Don P, you really about to kick me while we down, bro? Really, man?
Nah, man. Listen, Quentin Grimes, like I said, man, you know, at the very least, he could bring his defense. Do I think he can improve in other areas? Of course. Absolutely. You know what I mean? There's a lot of players in the summer league who had high expectations and kind of fell short. So I'm not really tripping over that. And as far as this young core goes, at some point, you know, when given opportunities, you know, everybody except Deuce. I don't know about Deuce. I don't know too much about Deuce, but a lot of them produce to a degree. I'm not saying that these dudes is gonna be all stars. I'm just saying that they produce, and they was part of that bench mob that was.
I think he was trying to step up today, bro.
I
think Grimes legit heard those trade rumors about him getting shipped off to another planet for a superstar, and he wanted to come out and show the world that he is a Knick. Once a Knick, always a Knick, bro.
I would tell you this: I like what I've seen from Grimes, from all the games he played in the summer league. I like the fact that he showed to some degree that he could put the ball on the deck and finish.
Yeah.
I mean that's the ins and outs of that. Yeah. Are you wavering from the kids because of this game, Freeze?
No, man. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I ain't saying I was wavering. Because tonight was supposed to be our coronation, and I felt like ESPN and the referees took that game from my kids.
Yeah, that Blazers. I mean, we got to give it to the Blazers team. That Blazers team was nice.
Man, that Blazers team is garbage, bro. And name 5 kids from over there. Name 5 kids from over there, bro.
I'm talking about the summer league team, man. I ain't really.
Yeah. Name 5 kids off their summer league team.
Hey,
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. I know that's what you want to say. I know you want to say. I know you want to say Tinky Winky, Lala.
Oh man.
You want to say the Green Power Ranger, the Red Power Ranger, because nobody knew. You don't know who's on that Portland team, bro.
I don't, but they beat us twice.
Bro, ESPN and the referees took that game from us, bro. You can't name who started that center for them right now.
No, I can't. I won't even front like I can.
Who started that shooting guard for the Knicks?
You said who started that shooting guard for the Knicks?
Right.
I'll say Quentin Grimes. I didn't see the whole game.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Come on. That's what I'm saying. At some point, bro, at some point, man. Come on, bro. Man. Come on, man.
How you feel, Freezy?
I feel let down and dejected. I feel like them R&B singers. You know how them R&B chicks be singing them songs about how they brokenhearted and let down and all that stuff.
I thought you was about to say Ray J for a minute, bro.
No, I ain't no Ray J. I can sing. I can sing for real, and I don't need my sister to put me on. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I would, man. I was talking to Chuck Allen and DSJ before jumping on today, and I was telling them, like, I legit don't know how to feel after this. Because this offseason is shaping up to be the heartbreak of all heartbreaks. And I'm so emotionally into it that I don't see it in real time.
Got you.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Francisco, shout outs to him. He said that, the kids didn't give up, though. It could have been like a crazy blowout.
Yeah. Yeah.
But speaking into how you feel about you being emotionally involved, that you not realizing things in real time, I think that you are. Like I said, you play the middle. That's what you aim to do, and you do it well. You do it well.
Yeah, man. That's what I be trying to do. I try not to get because I don't want to lead. I don't want to lead people, right? I don't want to lead people astray. I don't want to put false stuff in the air. I don't want to combat people that have legit points. Basically, what I want to do is extend the conversation, make the conversation worth having. Right? You know what I'm saying? But bro, come on, man. You saying the refs didn't take that game from Quentin Grimes?
Yeah, I mean, we always had the issues with the refs. Yeah, I agree with you. Freezy. They did.
Yeah, man. I'm.
But I caught the tail end of what you were saying. How did you feel about Quentin Grimes as a whole? Just watching all the summer league games.
So while the game was going on, I was telling people, like, this was supposed to be our coronation. This is supposed to be our graduation. This is our prom, right? Our young guys in summer league supposed to step up and hold up that summer league trophy, man. And it is like validation of our young core. But we lost. And so it's like a sitcom. It's like, Get your hopes up so that calamity can happen and we can laugh. And then they played a little laugh track. Ha 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 ha. That's what happened, bro. That's what's, you know. And I know people are gonna be like, man, golly, man, over summer league. But that's how I felt. So there it is. So there it is. There it is.
That's all. Hey, would you still want Farron Hunt to make the team?
Right now, man, honestly, I don't even know what I want except a championship, bro. I'm real with you. I'm gonna be real with you.
Real. I give you that.
Right. The only thing that can kind of dig me out of this Knicks depression is if we trade for Donovan Mitchell, like ASAP.
That would put me in a depression, but
yeah,
logically speaking, I get it. I get it.
So you saying basically run it back? Run it back.
I'm still of the idea of building the way that I feel like we should build, regardless of what
run it back.
So run it back. Yep. Run it back. Keep run it back.
Run it back with the kids that couldn't win summer league. And expect them to win in the NBA.
Freeze, you gotta stop doing this, man. Was Emmanuel quickly playing?
Bro,
come on.
Yo, this team with Emmanuel quickly would have still lost to Portland, bro.
We don't know that.
I'm speculating.
Okay. I'm speculating that they probably won't. We don't know that. That wasn't our full, like, the only recognizable play on that team was really Quentin Grimes and Sims. Farron Hunt, the rest of them, yeah, we don't know about them.
So what's that say about your young core?
That it was only really two of them out of the young core that was playing.
So Trevor Kills, John Montero, Miles McBride, Quentin Grimes, Jericho Sims, Farron Hunt.
I wouldn't count like Trevor Kills, Montero. This is just my personal opinion. I'm not really high on them. I don't really know about them like that. And as far as what I see in the summer league, I got to see more games from them. I guess in the G League or something for me to even formulate an opinion on them.
So what's the best case scenario for us then, bro?
You said what's the best case scenario for us?
Yeah.
To draft right and a draft class to where when you choose at 15, you still can get a star caliber talent.
Okay.
Like you said it earlier. You actually go to games, so you want to see a product that you can be proud of, that actually win games.
You got to do that, bro. You got to, bro. Cause look, lie. When you see my car pull up in your driveway, you like, hey y'all, I'm out, man. I'm going to the game. Blah blah blah. Me, you get on the road. We ride for like 3 hours. We tell Nick stories. Then we stop somewhere and get some gas, some little Tiger Mart, some sip and go or something in some little small town, and then we just drive on for like 3 more hours. And say we get to Atlanta or something, and all the Atlanta Hawks fans, it'll be, say, a Friday night. It'll be about 8,000 Hawks fans. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what they'll draw if it was the playoffs. It'll be about 5,000 Hawks fans, and about 10,000 Knicks fans, and we all out there high-fiving. Dudes be out there rocking. Look, here go another dude right here that go to games. Bim. J Boogie, what's good, bro?
What's up, J Boogie?
What's going on, y'all? Good early morning.
Early mornings, bro. I was just explaining to Don P what it's like, man, for us Carolina Knicks to go to these games like in Charlotte, in Atlanta, in Orlando, and DC. And cats be telling us that we should be tanking, but a lot of us be spinning bread going to games. And so we like, yo, why am I gonna go to games and we taking? I'm not driving all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina. If we tanking and the backcourt is like Alec Burks and Quentin Grimes, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going if we trying to put a winner on the floor, I'm not driving 6 hours to Washington, D.C. to see Jericho Sims start at center. I'm not. I'm sorry. And Sims is our kid. Ours, right? But if we're not putting the best product on the floor, I can find something else to do with that $1,300 that I would have spent on that trip. Trust me. I'm married. The missus could have found something better to do with that money, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ain't getting ready. Nah, bro. Nah, that's what the tanker wanksters, man. They can clearly they don't go to games, bro. They don't know what it's like in these arenas when you go in there. When you go in the arena, yo, I went to one game. I think it was in Atlanta during the worst season we ever had, bro. And I think our starting lineup, but I think we started Mario Hezonja at point guard. You remember when Mario Hezonja had them 2 triple doubles back to back? I think it might have been DC. I think it might have been in DC. Mario Hezonja, before that, he had blocked LeBron for the game winner. And then they ran him point in game, and he got like 2 triple doubles. And then so I think Fizdale started him at point. And I think it was the DC game. And when everybody that walked in the orange and blue, the DC fans was laughing us out the arena. They was like, yo, y'all starting a Croatian power forward at point guard. Bro, Don P, you have no idea what that feels like, bro.
Hey, Freezy, somebody said on the chat, explain to me that a big market team can't build through the draft. What is something that I don't know about that? Like, is that impossible for us?
And bro, man, what I've been telling you and others for like forever is hey, Danny Landis is in the building.
What's good?
What's good?
What's going on, guys?
It's not about where you pick in the draft. It's about who is doing the selecting. It's like having a DJ, right? It's not about just grabbing somebody to spin records. It's about the DJ knowing the vibe that he's in, knowing, ain't nothing worse than having a whack DJ, bro.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You got your DJ got to know the pulse of the people. The DJ got to keep the ladies on the floor. That keeps the dudes on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You ain't ready to go play trap all night and your crowd is 50 and up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to play hole in the wall song. You ain't about to play Roy C and Clarence Carter all night and the party is full of people 21, 22. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
You right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me restructure this question. Do you trust this regime to pick the right person in the draft? We're going to be in the draft, regardless if we choose Donovan Mitchell or not. Do you trust this regime to pick the right person?
How you feel about Miles McBride?
Honestly, I'm indifferent to Miles McBride. Out of all our young guns, Miles McBride is different to him. I don't have anything negative to say about him. I also don't
nothing positive.
To say.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
That's okay. So first of all, let me salute the esteemed panel. Hey man, I'm glad y'all here rocking with us tonight. I'm gonna answer Don P question real quick, and then I'm gonna get out of the way. Right. This is how I feel about our young core. I am very, very, very down on them right now. But my heart is beating for them to be something greater than what most people think they will be. Right? See, most people say, well, I just want RJ Barrett to. I don't want RJ. I want RJ Barrett to be a top 10 player in the NBA. That's in the NBA, not just good on the Knicks, not just good in our division, not good in our conference. I want RJ Barrett to be a great NBA player. Obi Toppin, I want Obi Toppin to be a top 10, top 20 player in the NBA, right? All our guys, I want these guys to be great, right? That's why I go through the emotional up and down. Like when they don't play well, I get down. When they play great, I get up. Most of the time, I try to stay in the middle because I know, like most things in life, you can't live in the moment, right? Right? Like a little while ago, my puppy got in the trash, right? And then pooped in the house, right? I just can't go haywire and go crazy. He a puppy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I was mad. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, he a puppy. He got to learn. So I get it, right? But I want Grimes to be good. I want RJ to be good. I want Obi to be good. I want Quickly to be good. I want McBride to be good. I want Sims to be good. I want Farron Hunt to be good. I want Cam to be good. I want Mitch to be good. I want RJ to be good. But at the same time, none of these guys are showing us that they're going to be the next Donovan Mitchell or the next Kevin Durant or the next LeBron James. So, like when stuff happened like today, like we go to Summer League and we don't win it, and you can't name a Portland Trailblazer, I swear that Portland Trailblazer team can go into your McDonald's right now, and you wouldn't even know that they were an NBA team. Like Don, who was the starting point guard for them?
Me.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe it was Terry Porter.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bill Walton. I was gonna say Bill Walton. You know what I'm saying? That's all crazy. So to answer your question, I want all our young kids to be great, bro. In a perfect world, we wouldn't have to trade for nobody. All these dudes would develop and they would win us a championship. Jay Boogie would write the championship anthem. And then when we go down ride the championship route, they'll be bumping Jay Boogie. I'll be smoking the biggest, most expensive cigar you ever seen in your life. I will have a pocket full of them, passing them out.
So let me ask you this: how long does it take a team that does follow that template? How long does it take the average team or average player to develop? 3 years, 4 years, 2 years?
And bro, it never happens.
It never happens. Okay.
I would say developing a star is 0.5%. Because think about, man, every year 60 dudes get drafted, right? Every year 60 dudes get drafted, right? And out of them 60 dudes, how many of them become NBA starters? 10, right? And then out of those 10, how many of them dudes are going to make the All-Star team in their first 3 years? Maybe 2?
2 or 3.
Yeah, right. And then think about this. How many of those two are going to be generational talents? None? Like, how often does a Michael Jordan come along or a Patrick Ewing?
Nothing even close.
All right. As far as Michael Jordan goes, that's once in a lifetime. But as far as Patrick Ewing, with all due respect, you can compare him to a lot of other centers.
No, you can't. Don P, don't do
Stop
that.
Stop it. Don't
do
dare.
that. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do it to yourself.
Yeah, don't do that, bro. Don't Don P, don't walk the plank, bro. Don't walk the plank, bro.
So Patrick, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there with Patrick Ewing, yo.
You can't.
I'm not even gonna go there.
Yeah, man. The chat was just about to come for your neck, bro.
They always neck. They ain't nothing new.
Yeah, I know. I do it. And so think about how many teams stay in the lottery for years and years and years, bro. They get in the lottery and they stay there. They get stuck in there. Like look at your Orlando's, your Sacramento's, right? Look at your OKC's, your Houston Rockets, right? Look at your New York Knicks. Like to me, in my opinion, the greatest trick ever pulled was when somebody said the Knicks never have a young core and draft picks, right? Somebody said this is the best the Knicks. This is the first time ever that I can remember that the New York Knicks had a young core and draft picks. We got assets to spend, but then they forgot that before RJ and Quickly and Obi and McBride and Deuce and Sims, there was Mitch and Kevin Knox and Frank Ntilikina and Damian Dotson and Alonzo Trier and Luke Cornett and Isaiah Hicks and the 2 draft picks they got in the Porzingis trade and Dennis Smith Jr. The Knicks not only had a young core, they also had draft picks. D'Angelo, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's happening?
D'Angelo, I need somebody to talk me off the ledge, bro.
Oh, you got the wrong guy here to talk you off the ledge.
Oh, so you about to help me jump?
No, step back.
We're gonna like Thelma and Louise are gonna jump off that cliff. Anyway,
we gonna put a cinder block on the accelerator. We gonna put a brick on the accelerator, bro.
Listen, I hear what you're saying too. You know, it was depressing watching them play. The young guys play. They didn't show up. I wanted to see more out of these guys. McBride, I gotta tell you something. I mean, McBride is so raw. This guy needs another 3 years. He can't even take it to the hole. He doesn't look confident. I'm not confident with him anymore. I was very high on him when he first got here. Maybe I'm too rough on him now. I'm not high on him anymore. We don't have any elite players on here. We have mediocre guys. That's the bottom line. You know, it's frustrating. We always pump up these guys to be something better. They're going to be average. We're the same team coming into the new season outside of getting Brunson. Did Brunson is he going to tack on 25 extra wins for us this coming season?
No.
No way. That he needs a good supporting cast. We have the same guys on the team. Right. They're going to get the same results. So, and they better do whatever they can to get Mitchell. I don't care. That's an elite player right there. Yeah. They need to get him. They got to bring him in. Rose, you got to go get him. You got to do something. General manager got to do something. Because I ain't waiting around anymore. I'm sick of this. Because we're bringing back the same damn team.
Right. And folks like listen, Jay Boogie, right? I know goes to games, bro. I see Jay Boogie at these games, right? How can you tell Jay Boogie that we're not going to put a quality product on the floor when he is a Knicks legend, representative of the people?
Absolutely.
I was watching the Hawks game. And I saw Jay Boogie on TV. I was like, yo, that's Jay Boogie.
Wow.
Right behind where the players are, whatever. I saw Jay Boogie. I was like, yo, this is crazy right here. This is crazy. Jay Boogie is in the building. He one of us. Are you telling Jay Boogie that we're not going to put a quality product on the floor?
Time is now. Got to get it right.
Yeah, at some point, bro. At some point, man. And so, Danny, am I too high on this young core? Do I have an unreasonable expectation?
I think a little bit, to be honest.
Okay.
That's like Obi. I'm big on Obi. Quickly, I'm big on, but Grimes and the other dudes, not too high on. That's what I'm saying. You got to make that move for Donovan because you get Donovan here. That's a person who's going to attract players. Grimes is not. People are not going to come to the New York Knicks because of Grimes. I want to go play with Grimes. Who are you going to come play with? Spider or Grimes?
Right. That makes sense.
Breezy, you always bring this up too. We always pump up our guys. We always make them bigger than they are. Always. Right. And, we got to stop kidding ourselves. We got a bunch of decent players, but they're not elite players. They're not, I think we're going to get the same results we got from last season, the next season. How high is Quickly going to go? How high is Obi going to go? I mean, I'm negative about this because I just seen it. When I watch them play these young guys, and they just look so novice against that Portland team. It was like, wait, they didn't show up to the game. McBride I don't know what's going on with McBride. McBride doesn't take it to the hole. He just looks so timid. He doesn't look
confidence.
No confidence, nothing.
No confidence.
He's not showing me anything. I thought he had a little more, a little more toughness about him. He didn't show me nothing in this game. He didn't even show up. Grimes looks good. Yeah, okay. But other than that, nobody else. Even Sims.
Sims got out rebounded today, bro. And Sims was getting pushed around.
It's trash.
Getting out rebounded by the people in the stands too.
yeah, man. And so I didn't want to knock Sims, right? But when we were watching the game, we were like, "Yo, can the Knicks just get a rebound, bro?"
Yeah, couldn't get a rebound.
Just a rebound, man.
I wanted to win.
At one point, he had 2 rebounds, and they were both offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're chasing. When you're chasing that basketball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chase that basketball all game long. I mean, even full court pressure. So the whole game, it was all out of position. I would have liked to have seen some zones, some switch ups or something like that, something going on to throw them off, because they had too many guys that could dribble and handle the rock, dribble penetration, dribble kick out, dribble lob, dunks. And when you get a lot of that going on at the same time, guys is not missing, then it's tough for you. And then, them guys didn't even turn the ball over in the second half. They got shots almost every opportunity down court.
Yeah.
And when you get a shot almost every time down court, you go sooner or later you're gonna make shots. But them guys was making shots pretty much the whole game.
Right.
I'm not gonna use this game to have me feeling like them guys ain't putting no work in, they ain't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're not deserving of that, because if we get a dub, it's a whole different conversation. It's a whole different topic. And sometimes we can't allow that being so close, but we receiving the same answers when it's going to stop. We can't allow that scenario to constantly, take over. You got to find a way to just keep on going, because I say all the time, we're going to continue buying them Knicks jerseys. We're going to continue buying them Knicks hats. We're going to continue on going to the games and stuff like that.
All right.
So why do we look to find so much bad, at the wrong times, when you should be really testing yourself to see if you can really pick it up? This is when you find out if you're a real Knicks fan. Right. When you get to the L and things like this happen, and you don't start talking about wrong things. This is when you find out, how really you love and appreciate your team. Because I don't see people that's LeBron lovers. They just jump bandwagons, go everywhere. Yeah. We don't do that.
No,
when we don't allow things to run us out the door, that means we real loyal to what we got going on. It's just that we want us to go ahead and be able to do something and make some moves. Now, we didn't get that first Summer League championship. We didn't get that first Summer League ring. We still got a guy that's on the Summer League Summer League team. All Summer League team. He might get the MVP of the Summer League regular season. You know what I'm saying? And he showcased us some good things. We don't have some good games with the whatever the small forward guy name. I can't think of his name.
Fahrenheit.
Sims don't gave us some good things. It's just that today he's playing against a team that was better than us. That had at least 9 guys. We ain't had them type guys. We really had 4 guys that can rock out. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So, you know, I wanted to win. I wanted to see a dub, but it didn't happen, man. But that don't mean that we ain't still got 11 draft picks that we can use 8 of them. That don't mean we still ain't got, you know what I'm saying, a bright future as far as that. We sitting in a great position. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta go ahead and we gotta hit the hammer on something, you know what I'm saying, while we got opportunity. And I believe something's gonna happen for us within this week. And something was happening. I believe Danny probably fell in love with Grimes. It's a possibility we might have seen Grimes wearing his last jersey, you know what I'm saying, playing his last game with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's a possibility he might can continue to go on. Who knows? But with Deuce just gotta understand his game and his role. And I do believe that if he's gonna be here, he has the perfect guy that can show him. A guy that's small just like him, a guy that can knock down some shots just like him, and a guy that has no foot speed just like him. But he can show him how to take the angles, you know what I'm saying, to get to the basket, how to make certain lanes become available. You know what I'm saying? When you say I lack the athleticism and all that. And that's Brunson. So I always feel like Brunson is the good quality teacher for this guy because he's not athletic and he doesn't have foot speed. But how does Brunson get to these spots? Because he knows the angles. You know what I'm saying? And he got a decent enough handle to beat you. So I think he's gonna be a good role teacher for Deuce. You know, it's just we gotta sit and wait, man. But we're sitting in a promising position, man. Just that we didn't win that game, don't let that get you out of your character about, you know what I'm saying, about the good that we had all summer league talking about these guys and good games and things these guys been doing because we ain't win the chip. Got to move on, man. Pick up the pieces, man.
We got assets that we need to trade for to get Mitchell. They're gonna. I'm telling you, this front office, they're gonna do everything there to give it up because in Miami you'll get freaking Mitchell. Watch, Pat Riley will figure a way to get him on his team, and then we're gonna be looking like, oh, we didn't want to give up this, we didn't want to give up that. They got to stop. They got to stop pussyfooting around. They got to try to get this guy. I'm telling you.
First of all, number one, we are not in the position that we are pressed for Mitchell. Even though we want Mitchell as bad as we want him, we're not pressed to run go get him. It's on Ainge to make that deal happen. You understand what I'm saying? We're not giving him all 4 of our bench players and 4 picks. You know, that was what stated was out in the media.
No, I think the stipulation was the picks. They don't want to give up that many picks. Give up the picks.
Oh, it's not
about
the picks. It's not about the picks of the players. It's not on Leon to rush this. He doesn't have to make this happen. We don't have to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Even though it would be a bad look for us, you know, we don't. But still, we are not pressed for this. Leon is sitting in the driver's seat of this right here, and he's going to tell you, you know what, Danny? You know, this is what my offer is. Now check me out. You don't like what I got to offer? Go out there and look, because as bad as Miami wants him, Miami does not have the assets. The picks is what we've been talking about is what he wants. And Leon's not tripping over the picks; he's tripping over the players more so than that. You know,
holding on to mediocre talent.
I mean, it's not about mediocre talent. You know what I'm saying? It's just about, you know, we hear Grimes' name, but it's not just Grimes. Grimes' name might be attached to somebody like Obi Toppin. He's like, nah.
How much better are we from last season? How much better are we now as a team?
I'm going to give you.
How much better are we? How much better are we from last season to now? How much better are we?
With Brunson, we are definitely a playing team.
Are we 8 games better? 8.
Exactly.
Say 8 games better. Right now, with other moves. Right.
We'll see.
Right now, what we have right now,
all right. So if we 8 games better, right? And I'm just asking. I'm not criticizing nothing.
Mhm.
I'm just asking, right? I'm neutral. Remember, I'm neutral. I'm asking
Yes.
a neutral question,
You're always neutral.
right? How much better would we be if we just add Donovan Mitchell? How many more games would we win if we just add Donovan Mitchell to what we have right now?
Me personally, I just think it's all about what we shipping out. You know what I'm saying? For me to even make that assessment.
What was our record last year?
37 and a million. Like we won 37 games. I can't remember. I can't remember the exact record.
Then.
Yeah.
47. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's 82 games, so it's had to be 45 and 37. 35 and 40, 37 and 45.
Yep.
That sounds about right. We definitely going to turn that all the way around.
But that's turned around with y'all just said we definitely 8 games better with Jalen Brunson.
No, I'm saying we definitely going to turn that all the way around. I'm just trying to figure out a number. But
right.
Because we 13 to 15 games.
We're a long ways off. Even
I didn't hear you, Jay Boogie.
I think we 13 to 15 games better than last year.
Total, right? with Brunson and with Spider?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so 15 games, that means we're a 52-win team. 52 and 30.
Yes.
Based on
I
your
say
math.
40. I say about 48.
Take that to the bank.
Yeah, that's why I said 13 to 15, somewhere around there. So it don't have to be the 52. It could be 48, 49,
50 to 52. 50 to 52, something like that. Because you said 13 to 15, right?
Yeah, you took the 15.
Okay. But so it's 13 or 15, somewhere like in the middle.
Yeah.
Right? Either or. Okay, so that means it's 50 to 52 wins then.
I like 50.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with any number y'all go with.
50.
I'm comfortable with y'all number because that's the floor for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's if we have injuries and stumbling out of the gate until the fellas get chemistry.
Wait, you saying we're going to have 50 wins with Brunson?
No, that's Brunson and Donovan.
Oh no, yeah, okay, I agree with you all. If we get Mitchell,
So it's 45 just with Brunson, right? It's 45 just with Brunson, and then it's 50 to 52 with Spider. That means Spider is only worth 5 to 7 games.
Yep.
Based on the
more.
math.
We don't know. We're just saying maybe more. Hopefully.
Well, I'm jumping out the window for it, man. I think if you bring in Donovan Mitchell and Danny, hear me right on this. I'm saying this like look, man, I don't jump out the window often. Usually I stay in the middle of the road and let whatever happens. But when I jump out of the window, I'm often right.
Yep.
Right. Jay Boogie, you remember when people were 2 seasons ago where people was like, yeah, we'll win 23 games, we'll win 24 games. And I got on the Knicks morning drive and said, we are going to go 42 and 30. Mm-hmm. And they laughed at me and beat me up on Twitter. And then when the team went 41 and 31, everybody was like, nah, man, I predicted 42 wins. And no, they didn't. No, they didn't. I had to pull up the receipts on Twitter where everybody was beating me up. I was the only person that said that team can win 40 plus games. Right? I told Free Keith that, and Free Keith laughed at me. Free Keith was like, I'm an optimist, but I see us winning 31 games. Right? And then I also said this. I also said that the Knicks need to draft RJ Barrett. I think the Knicks are going to draft RJ Barrett. But when I said it, it wasn't 2019 leading up to the draft. It was 2017. And I said it on Sim's show, Nothing But Knicks, when Sim would come on at night. Y'all remember when Sim used to come on all the time at night and stay on till like 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I remember that.
I said it on there. Me, Who's Mark, Guillermo, a bunch of people was in the chat. I said it. They killed me on there. They were like, who in the world is RJ Barrett? I said it on there. I defended John Starks first about being the only Knick in recent memory to have a shot in the air to win a championship. Game 6.
Yes.
Starks, because everybody talked John Starks game 7. Nobody talked John Starks game 6 when John Starks had a shot in the air to win the NBA title for the New York Knicks. And Elijah Wan tipped the ball. Nobody talk about that. All they talk about is game 7.
I brought it up one time, but I remember.
Right.
Game 6.
And so I also mentioned Julius Randle, 20 and 10, and they killed me. That people was like, why do you always defend dubious handle? And I was like, what you mean why I always defend dubious handle? He 20 and 10. I'm telling you, this is Julius Randle breakout year. I got laughed at, bro. I got laughed at, man. So the two things I'm predicting this year, right, is the three things, right? So I think if the Knicks get Donovan Mitchell, I think the Knicks can win 60 games.
Wow.
60.
I agree with you, Frizzy. They got to do what? Strike while the iron's hot. Get this guy. Do it. It.
Yeah, and the thing too is, I think Donovan Mitchell comes here and this. See what happened? Man, look, the offense that we run is an elite level offense. If you put average NBA players in it, what happened is the offense looked trash because we didn't have the players to run it.
Right.
You know, we didn't have the players. It's like when New York Giants football, when Phil Simms left and all the running backs left, and you still had the offensive line there, except Jumbo Elliott. Jumbo Elliott had signed with the Jets, right? You still had the remnants of a great run offense, right? But you was putting all these whack running backs. Dave Brown, remember Dave Brown, the quarterback?
Oh yeah,
Duke?
Trash.
You put Dave Brown in. Dave Brown is not the guy to replace Phil Simms.
Never was.
But guess what? He was the guy to replace Phil Simms. Right? And they struggled. Remember how much they struggled? They struggled until they traded and got the quarterback from Carolina. What's the quarterback from Carolina?
Kerry Collins.
Kerry Collins. Remember the strong arm quarterback?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Collins.
Yeah, once they got a dude to run their system, and they drafted the running back, the twin boy out of Virginia,
Tiki Barber.
Tiki Barber. Yeah, Tiki Barber. All of a sudden,
he got on the field because Charles Way got hurt.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. So now when you replace, you run in the same system that went from Jeff Rutledge to, I said, yo, anybody here remember Rutledge?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember.
Scott Bruner too.
Yeah, man. So now you running the same offense that went from Rutledge to Simms to Hostetler to Simms to Brown to Collins. It's the same system. Strong play action. That's all the Giants ran. Strong off tackle play action, right? Because for some reason the Giants always had a tight end.
Decent.
You know what I'm saying? They could always find one, whether it was Bavaro or Cross or Shockey or whoever. The Giants always had it. So the system didn't change. So what I'm saying to Knicks fans is this system that we run is it's an elite offensive system, but when you run it with players that are not that yet, you get the result that you saw this season. Right? Everybody, we run the same system the Atlanta Hawks run. But you know what the difference is between us and the Atlanta Hawks?
They got a elite point guard.
They have a Trae Young. And we have an Alec Burks. The high ball screen pick and roll. Everybody's running it, bro. Everybody run the same. Man, I watched the game today. The Portland Trailblazers, again, is genius. It's genius. The Portland Trailblazers ran the same plays that we were running because even though it's summer league and they wanted to win, they were using this game in this tournament as teachable moments for their kids, right? You remember the game that we were up 20 against Portland, that Saturday afternoon game? The one that Subliminal 209 almost got kicked out of? So Subliminal 209, he do the Knicks after party, right? He brought, I think it was like 5 of them, and they were cheering louder than 100 Portland fans, right? And Portland and the Portland staff was like, "Sir, y'all too rowdy. We're gonna ask if we ask y'all to tone it down one more time, we're gonna kick y'all out of here." In that game, Chauncey Billups saw what play Tibbs ran. He ran the same play, so now that his young players could see that play on offense and defense. So they defended it and then they ran it, right? And so they were getting these teachable moments, right? But with us, we had veteran point guard. If I ask Jay Boogie one more time about that game in Charlotte, the Charlotte game all us went to, I know Jay Boogie gonna be mad at me about it.
Which game?
Why you keep asking me about that Friday night in Charlotte?
Yeah, please. Why you keep asking me about? Why you keep telling that story, man?
Yeah, I know, man. I can't help it, bro. I'm so frustrated by it. Right? I'm so frustrated by it, man. A Friday night in Charlotte, North Carolina. Right?
Now, I'm already plotting on my next trade move before the trade deadline come, man. During the season, man. I already know we're going to get Donovan. Just is waiting for this thing right here to end it out so they can figure out what they're going to do. I think Leon offered his trade to Danny and told Danny, yo, if you can beat it, then come back and holler at me. But I think he already put his
That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I think he already put his trade on the line on the table, and Danny gonna see if he can beat it. If he can beat it, then he gonna let him know, and then he probably gonna readjust and do something different. But Donovan been all up in New York all weekend long, games and everything, batting and all. He been doing a lot of things in the city. So
he home, bro.
It's gonna came this far this weekend, where it's ain't no turning back around going the other way. So I look for that deal to get done. Then after that, we're gonna make another monster move. We're gonna trade 2 more people out of our starting lineup. And go ahead and do something. Yeah.
I don't know about 2, but 1.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of 2 of them. I'm gonna help send Mitch and Julius up out of here. I'm gonna send them to Phoenix.
What?
I'm gonna send them to Phoenix. Yeah. Be a center that's gonna average 19 and 11.
Way to go, Boogie. I like that.
Let me get Ayton over here. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
I'm good on that one.
D Rose, I'm gonna get rid of him too with all these picks we lost. Don't put whatever we do not put Derrick Rose in this trade. We cannot do that. Keep Derrick Rose, because Derrick Rose has an expiring contract and he's a vet that's ready to go. He can bring a mid to late round, first round draft pick next year. He can bring that back. So, and then it's another thing is don't do a trade swap. Because if we don't do a trade swap, when we make another move to bring in another first round pick, they don't have to swap that pick with us or nothing like that. So just stay doing what you're doing. You're doing good. You know what I'm saying? But right now you're doing real good. Handle your business, Leon. Handle your business, man. We
gotta get rid of Fournier too, Boogie. Gotta get rid of Fournier.
Jay Boogie, I'm gonna say this, bro. And this is why I say the Knicks are 60 wins easy, right? This is why the Knicks are 60 wins easy
with Mitchell,
right? Because with both Mitchells, with both Mitchells, Donovan and Robinson, right? What people don't notice is that Rudy Gobert, he's a great defender, but offensively, he's terrible. He's just as raw as Mitch offensively, right? But he leads the league in dunks. You know why that is? Because Donovan Mitchell can get in the paint, right?
Amen.
And if you get you take Donovan Mitchell away from Gobert and give him to Mitchell Robinson, and think about this. Without Donovan Mitchell, Mitchell Robinson can lead the NBA in field goal percentage without a point guard, a playmaker, period. Mitchell Robinson broke the field goal percentage record with Alfred Payton that point guard, right?
That's right.
Now listen to this. You telling me Spider Mitchell, who damn near carried Rudy Gobert offensively, can't do the same thing with Mitchell Robinson? Think about what that does to your offense. First of all, Donovan Mitchell can get to the rim without a screen, right? So he can just take his man. He's crafty enough to get to the basket without a screen. All of a sudden, all the offenses in your playbook, you can run all of those because your guard don't need a screen, right? Now you got a dude that can jump out the gym and ready to prove himself, hungry.
Oh yeah,
coming to the game now, right? He had the lowest usage rate. Well, all the Knicks centers, and so all the numbers is just about the same. All the Knicks centers had the lowest usage rate in the NBA for any player. It don't matter at what position. The Knicks centers had the lowest usage rate in the NBA across the board, regardless of position, right? Now, all of a sudden, Donovan Mitchell's coming to the hole. The double team comes. You got a 7-foot dude with a 40-inch vertical that's eating all night, right? And then say Donovan Mitchell is feeling himself and he's not passing the Mitch, right? Say he just coming to the rim, throwing stuff off the glass, and he missing. Guess what you got? Guess what Mitchell Robinson's best NBA skill is?
Offensive rebounding.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now instead of you having a guy that is say 8-8, right? Now you're looking at a guy that's like 14-11. Right. So now offenses are like, okay, we got to watch out. Everybody head on the swivel. You can't just focus on Julius Randle. You can't just focus on Donovan Mitchell. But wait, Jalen Brunson has the ball.
That's right.
So now you can't just focus on Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Donovan Mitchell, and Mitchell Robinson. Now the floor is so spread every night. Now the floor is so spread every night. It's just a matter of pick your poison. Who's going to kill you tonight? Because if you pack the paint, if you just say, RJ, we're not letting you and Mitchell, we're not letting y'all kill us in the paint tonight. Well, the 3-pointers will fly
all night long.
That's right.
Right. And some nights, listen, some nights the 3-pointers ain't gonna fall and you're gonna lose some games to some random teams. It happens. Right. No NBA team goes 82-0. Right. But the fact of the matter is that Tibbs instilled an offense. And listen, Tibbs make me mad, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. When I watch the game, I'm like, bro, why are you so stubborn in these patterns?
Tibbs could kiss my ass.
Right, pretty much. I'll send them over, bro. I'll send them over.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't begrudge him for trying to instill an offense, a defense in the culture. You can't be mad at him for that.
No,
right? Now, does he do stuff the wrong way? Will he lie in the press conference? Yes.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
He'll come to the press conference and, hey, Tibbs, RJ got hurt with 8 seconds left to go, and we were down by 99. Why don't you take RJ out? Well, RJ's a warrior. He wanted to know if we could come back. Well, you were down 99 with 8 seconds left. You never question the heart of a champion or some bullshit.
Absolutely. It's a bunch of horse hockey.
Yeah. So you like, come on, man. But in terms of instilling a culture and instilling a system, like we run that ice pick and roll coverage. Like people legit say, man, our backcourt would be too short if you have 2 6'1" guards.
I don't want to hear that horse crap.
We run aggressive man-to-man ice pick and roll coverage. That's our defense.
That's right.
Right? You don't have to be Stacey Augmon or Scottie Pippen to play that, bro. because guys are shooting fadeaway jumpers from 20 feet. You don't have to be plastic man. You don't have to be the Fantastic Four to defend a dude shooting a fall away jumper from 20 feet. You let him have it.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Danny, you understand? Dan, you understand what I'm like? You with me, right? Like if a power forward is shooting 20-foot fadeaways falling out of bounds, I don't care. You don't need to be 9 foot tall to defend that. No. Let him shoot it.
Shoot it, yeah, of course.
We're gonna get. Let me tell you something. This is why you got to get Mitchell. We're gonna get fleeced either way. Yeah, trying to get this guy. We're gonna get fleeced.
We're not. Well, no, we're not.
We're gonna get fleeced in some way.
No, we're not. Why would you even say something like that, dude? I just told you. Why can't I? Because you're tripping. But anyway, I'm not gonna. But I apologize for even saying that.
How'd you know I tripped over my couch? Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
The point to you is this: we are still sitting in the driver's seat. The pressure's on Danny Ainge to make this happen because he opened his mouth. He let the cat out the bag. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, we're the only ones to give him the best offer, and Duke gave it to him. I know what he told him. He told him, "Yo, go kick rocks and see if you can find a better deal."
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Okay. And you ain't heard nothing else from nobody else except maybe Miami.
Mm-hmm. I just have a bad feeling Miami will figure something out. Pirelli's too smart and get this guy. I'm telling you, he'll figure a way. That son of a bitch does it every time.
What? Give away.
That's what he knows.
Pat Riley getting him. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want him to go to Miami.
Stop stressing, bro. He coming, but it's not gonna be like that.
No, too late. I'm already stressed. Can't calm me down.
Right. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
So what I was getting at is the price, the price of everything. I'm not for sure what it is. None of us know exactly what it is. We're all confident that something to get done, right?
Yes.
So like we're all confident that something to get done. What I'm speaking to is the fact that Tibbs has put this system in place, and you've seen it run for 2 straight years. And this is the first time in a minute that you've seen a head coach actually last this long and be safe. Right now, we think Tibbs is safe. Now, if he come in and mess up the season, he'll go on the hot seat, right? But this is not like when Hornacek was here and Hornacek was on death watch. You remember that every time Hornacek lost a game, you were like, "Is this the day that the news is going to come out?" Exactly. Right? Or it's not like when Fizdale was here and you're like, okay, any day now they're gonna fire this dude. You know what I'm saying? Or Mike Miller. When Mike Miller was here, you're like, this dude is Mike Miller. He didn't do that bad of a job, though. He didn't do that bad of a job, no. Yeah, because he played it super safe. Yeah, of course. He was like, yo, if I just run horns all night, they won't fire me. And then he ran horns all night, and they didn't even give him a job interview. They didn't even interview him for the head coaching job, bro. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but Freezy, how many who's your untouchables this team to trade away for Mitchell? All right, so let me rebut a little bit just so that I can answer your question as honestly as I can. I hear you, man. All right. So you're asking me who's the untouchables on the team, but what is the prize? Right. Okay. What's the prize? Is the prize a championship? Because if the prize is a championship, then nobody's untouchable. That's right. Amen. I agree. Right. And I know sometimes we ask these questions, and they are legit questions, right? They're legit questions, but sometimes what happens is when we answer questions, we take liberty with some stuff. Right. Like, man, the only untouchable is RJ Barrett. And you're like, why is RJ Barrett the only untouchable? And why is he untouchable if we can get the LOB? If we can get 2 or 3 LOBs, then anybody, Pat Ewan can go if we can get 2 or 3 LOBs, bro. That's right. I would legit, man. Listen, I would trade Clyde Frazier to Cleveland again. Wow. If we could get 3 or 4 LOBs. Y'all see, and for one, maybe not, but for 3 or 4 for a dynasty. Hey, sorry, Clyde. You know how this works. Think about J Boogie for 3 or 4 Larry O'Brien trophies. Clyde, hey, Clyde, listen, man, you know how this works, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your stuff is already packed up at the front. Yeah, I love you, bro. But for 3 or 4 Larry O'Brien trophies, bro, anybody can go.
It's business.
Yeah, man. Yo, y'all know I love Clyde, bro.
Of course.
Clyde is my favorite. Clyde is my favorite name. Listen, for 3 or 4 Larry O'Brien trophies, I will trade Allen Houston and John Starks and their executives. And I love Starks, bro.
And my son Sprewell on top.
Yeah, my son, no lie. My oldest son walk and talk, look just like Starks in the face. Right? Look just like Starks. Right? And everybody was like, well, when Mocha was pregnant with him, you know what I'm saying? All you did was talk Stark. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so I would trade Starks right now. I would almost trade Benny, bro. I would almost trade.
No. Now you're over the line.
For 3 LOBs, for 3 or 4 Larry O'Brien trophy. Yo, Benny went in my trash today, and Benny knocked the trash can over, and then you gonna poop in the living room by the remote.
He left you a treat.
Okay, he's gone.
By the remote.
Bro. Yo, I had him outside for 2 hours. He was outside for 2 hours, bro. For 2 hours, came straight in the house like the trash can over and pooped over there by the. You know how your chair wrapped around the wall. You know what I'm saying? You got your little down there. Where you put your little bed and your remote and all that stuff at.
That's right.
Poop right there, bro.
Like, grab that.
Yeah, Freezy, he gave you that Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Remember me?
Yeah, man. For the Larry O'Brien trophy, man. Listen, I've been a Knicks fan for a long time, and I feel like I deserve it. Because we went through, bro, I was there. I used to go to the Garden in the early 80s. Right? I remember when Michael Ray Richardson got traded for Bernard King, bro. Michael Ray Richardson was supposed to show up to my elementary school to sign autographs, him and Michael Corrin. And I know y'all hear this story a million times, right? All right. Uncle Freezy butthurt because Michael Ray Richardson ain't show up to his show up to the high school to sign. Yo, my man was supposed to show up to the school to sign autographs. He's supposed to show up to Dickinson High to sign stuff and whatever. And I waited for that day for like 3 weeks. Michael Corrin showed up. And even though he was a New Jersey Net, he was the most professional dude you ever saw. Called you by your first name, shook your hand with a firm grip, looked you in the eye, had his chin up. You know what I'm saying? He did all the man stuff, man. Like he did all the man stuff, bro. He was like talking to all the kids. Like, and back then you could, as an adult around kids, you could smoke cigarettes and tell dirty jokes. And so he was like around us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would buy you a slice of pizza, but your mama waiting in the car. And then we were like giggling and all kind of stuff. Then Michael Corrin, right? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Michael Ray Richardson, the dude that I had bragged about, nowhere. Right? And we talk about Starks 2 for 18, Pat Ewing finger roll off the rim. I'm talking about real life stuff. I'm talking about Michael Ray Richardson was supposed to show up to my school and he didn't. I'm talking about Clyde Frazier getting traded for Jim Clemens. Break my heart, bro. And y'all think I want to trade everything for 3 or 4 Larry O'Brien trophies, bro? I'm a Knicks fan, bro. I deserve it.
That's right.
I deserve it, bro. What else can the Knicks put me through? I done been through everything as a Knicks fan, bro. I done been through everything as a Knicks fan. I done been through everything, man. I already done been through the game 6s in Chicago when the Bulls finish off the Knicks, and the old heads will be like, "Keep your head up, youngin. We'll get them next year." Like 93. 93. They're like, keep your head up, youngin. We'll get him next year.
It's been Groundhog Day ever since.
92. They're like, yo, we got a young core. Once this young core develop, we'll run Mike them out of here. Y'all remember that? Hey, Mr. Lee, you remember that 92? The young core is like Greg Anthony, Cuba Davis, and
yes.
yeah, man. I done been through it all. I done seen it all. I done been through it all as a Knicks fan, bro. I'm like,
nobody's untouchable. That's it.
Right.
Make the move.
They can all go, bro. For the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
Let's do it.
Let's drive them to the airport.
Bro.
Hey, man. It's like I said the other day, I'm going to say it again. Let the chips fall where they may, and we're going to pick up and move on from there. So, but, I'm just giving my opinion about how I view this whole situation with Donovan Mitchell. So, and I'm going to stand by that.
But we can't sit on our hands. We can't waste time. We got to get it done. Let's go.
But rushing is that's where we make our mistakes. When we rush and try to get this deal done, let it take its time, tranquilo. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to tell you, we are the only one who have what he wants. Exactly. So he's trying to do the same thing that he did in Boston.
Right.
So wait a minute. Okay, so if the stipulation. Okay, hold on. So if the stipulation, so we're talking, they wanted what, 6 picks, and we were only going to give them 4. Are you kidding me? You give up the 2 extra picks. I don't give a frick. Just do it. Get it done.
It's not just the picks too. It's the personnel that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
they want Obi, right? They want Obi. They want quickly. Let him go. Let him go.
But you also too. You got to look at it from Leon's perspective, because Leon is not trying to leave us crippled for us not to be able to make another move. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he's still trying to hold on to some picks as well as some of our key assets as well. You understand what I'm saying? This is all about the waiting game. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's see what happens. Let's see.
Exactly.
I'll be patient like you. We'll see what happens.
I ain't got no choice but to be patient.
Yeah,
right.
I got
all
you.
of us.
I got you.
Right. In terms of that, yes. But in terms of fandom, you get to a point where it's like something's got to happen or something else is going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like when you date your lady friend, y'all been kicking it forever, and you don't never ask. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever ask her to be your wife. Yeah, you like D'Angelo, you so nasty, bro. You like
after 1 a.m.
It's like with the lady, man. Like y'all been kicking it for like 4 years, and you don't ask her no big question. Like, yo, when we gonna do something? Like, when we gonna move in, or when we gonna? You just date for 4 years. This is what that feel like, man. You just can't date for 4 years, man. You gotta make some steps. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't the big thing, you can at least the medium thing. Like, yo, let's just move in together and see what this thing is like. Something. But for the Knicks, bro, the Knicks, like this summer league thing. Okay, the draft, when Johnny Davis went ahead of us in the draft, I was like, yep, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. That was my feeling when Johnny Davis was selected 1 pick in front of where we picked. I was like, yep, he is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I just had that feeling. And I didn't even want
we got robbed. Like we got robbed again for Steph or even Clay, because they both got picked right before.
That always happens to the Knicks in the draft.
Right. And for those old heads that remember, the Knicks were trying to move up in the draft to the 10 pick. I forget who they were trying. I think they were trying to trade up to get Jermaine O'Neal, I think, or something like that. Right. And so they had 3 first-round picks, and they were like, nah, man, moving up, man, giving up all 3 picks for 1 pick, this kid Kobe Bryant, it just came out of high school. High school guards don't dominate like that. Only high school big men can come into play. Moses Malone, man, he ain't Sean Kemp. Moses Malone, he ain't no big guards. Man, Mo Cheeks will rip him clean right now. That was the talk back then. That's the reason why we didn't go after a dude named Kobe Bean Bryant, right? Ain't nobody giving up no 3 first-round picks just to move up 6 spots. And then we took 3 dudes, and you couldn't pick them dudes out of a lineup right now.
Who were those 3 dudes? Was it McCarty? Was it
McCarty, Dante
Walter
John,
McCarty.
and John Wallace.
John Wallace was a little okay. The other guys were
For Phoenix, he was okay, not for us though. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you could have traded them 3 picks and got Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
What we did this offseason, we did everything in the power to move heaven and earth to get Jalen Brunson here. That's it.
Yep.
Okay? And that has to pan out. You know, we can put all our eggs in that one basket, and that's him. That's laying a lot of weight on him and his shoulders. So there's a lot of weight. I mean, that's the one thing we did this offseason. And that, again, we still don't have the supporting cast around this kid.
Right. Well, let me finish my 96 thing real quick. And
sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah, so in 96, remember, hey, Danny, you remember this? The Bulls offered Michael Jordan like some ridiculous contract, and the Knicks offered him $5 million more than that to come to the Knicks. $5 million a year more.
Was that like $50 million for one season, something like that?
I think they gave him $30 million for one season, and the Knicks offered him like
5
it was
more.
like it was like weird. It's like 35 one year, 36 the next year, and 37. It was like some kind of, but it was like $10 million more than total than what the Bulls were offering, right? And $10 million in 96 was big time money, right? And so the word got around like, yo, if the Knicks don't sign Michael Jordan, they going after that Detroit kid, the Houston kid, right? And you know what I'm saying? And so all of this stuff is in the paper. The Knicks got all their bases covered, right? And so the Knicks are like, well, why trade up in the draft to get this kid out of high school? He's not a big, he ain't no center. He ain't gonna come in the league and dominate. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, at a bare minimum, if we don't get nobody, we could just keep Starks, right? And so all this stuff is going on in the papers, right? Just like it is, right? Just like y'all think it's bad now. With y'all think it's bad now with social media. Imagine being this hungry for news, and you had to wait till the paper to come out the next morning.
The Post, the Daily News,
man.
The Times.
Yo, Poppy used to open the store at 6:00 and come outside and sweep the sidewalk off and roll the paper stand out front. Right? It'll be people out there waiting on a newspaper. 6:00 in the morning. I know because I was one of them. Because my pops used to be hungover. He used to send me to the store. Like he'll come in. My pops would come in like 1:00. And he'll put the money on the table. But like, hey man, when the store open at 6:00, make sure you be there to get me a cup of coffee, a pack of Winston, and the Daily News. Right? And I be reading the paper on the way back. Like the Knicks interested in the Detroit Pistons guard, such and such and such. The Knicks are not interested in the high school kid, Kobe Bryant. They feel like the New York life would be too much for an 18-year-old kid named Kobe Bryant. Right? You open a newspaper. Michael Jordan has an impromptu interview in a New York airport saying that he's going to turn down the Knicks offer because the Knicks organization is blah 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 blah. So we didn't get Kobe, we didn't get Jordan, but we got Allen Houston.
Yippee!
Right. Nowadays, if that would have happened in the age of social media, we'd have been killing Allen Houston right now. We'd have been killing Allen Houston right now because the same thing happened in the Julius Randle scenario, bro. Except we live in the age of social media. So, but anyways.
Breezy, my gut feeling is I have this like bad feeling like
Uh oh. Danny, everything all right? So Danny disappeared, huh?
I guess so. Hey, yo, Freeze. I'm gonna say this about like '96 back then. You know, I think when we lost Grunfeld and we lost Checkers, you know, that's when we really fell in some disarray.
Yeah.
We fell in some disarray. But from that point on, we have not had the greatest of GMs or presidents or any of that from that
Right.
point on compared to what we have now. You know,
Right.
so I can understand why, you know, Michael Jordan would have come through, or even like the scouting that we might have or should have had, you
Right.
know, considering to even look at somebody like a Kobe Bryant at that point in time. So, I mean, it's not writing excuses. I'm just saying that's when the Knicks really started falling apart, right? Right about then.
Right.
This cat in there faxing his resignation. Like, what? Yo.
Yeah. He played himself but to his credit, man, if Pat Riley wanted to be the GM, so what? if I'm Pop Dolan, if I'm Papa Dolan, right? I'm going to him. I'm going to Checkers and be like, hey, what we'll do is we'll promote you to team president, right? Well, and you'll have all authority over everything basketball, right? And then we'll promote Pat Riley to your position and let him do all the roster stuff with your approval, right? They didn't even think about doing that, bro. I mean, we knew Pat Riley was gone. We knew Pat Riley was gone because anyway, man, it was. But I
egos.
miss Checkers though. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
Oh, Checkers was solid. Him and Grunfeld, they were pretty solid. You know, they put together that one young core that hung around long enough for us to even compete for as long as we did. So
yeah,
you got to think about that.
So which one would you prefer, Grunfeld or Checkers?
Checkers, I think. Checkers more so.
He used to always know what to say in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they cornered him and asked him something, he always had the right thing to say in the paper, right? He always made you feel like the Knicks was, you know what I'm saying, was at least one move away. And we was.
On top of it, and he pretty much was. He really was.
Right. Because he was the one, I think because Grunfeld pulled off the Kiki Vandeweghe trade, right?
Yeah.
And Checkers pulled off the Xavier Daniels trade, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So he was always going out and get. The only thing I regret is the Mark Jackson trade. That's my only regret from him.
Wow, really?
But the thing about it, Mark Jackson was always coming into camp fat.
Yeah, that's Mark Jackson did that to himself. He was too comfortable in New York.
Right, but why would you? But why would you trade Rod Strickland the year before, and then because you trade Rod Strickland because you commit to Mark Jackson, and then you trade Mark Jackson a year later
for Doc Rivers.
Right?
The home city was too much for Rod Strickland with all that money, so they helped save his career by shipping him up out of here, send him somewhere he could get relaxed
to San Antonio for more cheeks.
But he still went to San Antonio on that New York City stuff, all in the bars. Remember, he broke his hand. You know what I'm saying? He broke his hand with somebody's jaw in the bar in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He just had problems. You know, the problems with when he was in Washington. That when Tracy Murray, that black eye, that come from Rod Strickland.
Strickland.
You know what I'm saying? So Strickland, I love to do game, man. I don't play against Rod Strickland at all. You know what I'm saying? And hell of a guy, man. But I think the best thing that could have really they had done for him was the worst thing for us, and that was the trade Rod out from up under the hometown. You know what I'm saying? With all that money and all that, you partying and all that stuff, wilding in bars and clubs and all that. Much as I hate to go, you know what I'm saying?
He was the closest. So the only point guard that ever played in the NBA that I loved that played for another team was a dude named JoJo White. Right? Listen, I know JoJo White played for the Celtics, bro.
Tiny.
And I know they had Tiny Archibald. I didn't like him. Right?
What?
I know they had Dennis Johnson. I didn't like him because he was a Celtic. You remember Dennis Johnson from the Celtics with downtown Freddie Brown and
Seattle.
The big with the teeth missing. I keep forgetting my man.
From the Celtics.
Shelton. It was Jack Signal, Lonnie Shelton, Gus Williams.
I forgot about Gus Williams. Yeah, Gus Williams too.
I know downtown came off I know Silas was on that team too.
Sedell 3? No, it wasn't him, right?
No, Sedell 3 came later, years later. But Silas had came over to them from the Celtics, remember?
Mm-hmm. I can't remember the guy's name too, man. Be honest with you, man. I think they gave Dennis Johnson Dennis Johnson should have been on that 75 team, man. All that and all that. Because one thing, Dennis got an MVP over there with Seattle. He got a championship. And he got a championship over here with Boston. And a lot of people don't know, but Dennis Johnson had the first doll in the NBA. It wasn't the Penny Hardaway and all that. He had the number little 24 doll, and it had the freckles on his face. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Johnson, you know what I'm saying, should have been on that 75 team, man. For real.
Yeah,
over some of them cats.
Yeah, man. Listen, I ain't even
in peace too.
Yeah, man. He a great on-ball defender, bro. When he got to Boston, he was less of a dynamic guy, but he was more of a Chauncey Billups style point guard. For those that don't know who Dennis Johnson is, he commanded the defense, and he would hit guys.
Right. Mm-hmm. You heard what Larry said. The best player I ever played with was Dennis Johnson.
Yeah.
Best.
Yep.
That says a lot.
Man. Yeah, man. And so, I bring up JoJo White to say this. For everybody that sees the modern point guard, look at the lineage. So it goes from JoJo White, right, to today, the point guard that probably plays the most like JoJo White is Kyrie Irving. And you can see it go from JoJo White to Rod Strickland to Kyrie Irving. Like the slick ball handler that's never out of control. Right? The slick ball handler that's never out of control. You never see him out of control.
Just when you
JoJo White. Yeah, if you look back at Clyde, remember Clyde them used to do the bounce, hop, and protecting the basketball. Remember all this with the basketball? JoJo White was the dude that was standing in front of you, just going between his legs. Like he was legit Rucker Park in the NBA, just like standing in front of you, just doing the 2K. Nowadays they call it the 2K. Like because when you're a player, when you stop moving the controller, your player will just stand there and he'll do the JoJo White like between his legs. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so before JoJo White, nobody used to do that. Nobody used to, but JoJo White handles was so good that teams stopped running gimmick defenses because JoJo White can beat your gimmick defense without moving off the floor. JoJo White could be at a flat foot standstill. You could trap him and he could find the open man on the other side of the floor and throw bounce passes to him right on the money. In the NBA, so the NBA was like, dang, man, if we can't stop him and he ain't even running, imagine what would happen if he start moving. And so I say all of that to say that getting back to the Checkers and Grunwald thing, bro, we made so many mistakes, man, and we had so many young cores, and so the young core that I point to, that is the one that make me damn near vomit when I hear the phrase young core. Like when I hear people say, "Don't trade the farm," right? The Knicks had a young core of Bill Cartwright, Michael Ray Richardson, and Mike Woodson. Yes, that Mike Woodson. And people was like, I wouldn't trade all that to get up to that pick. Let Boston have that dude out of Indiana because he don't look like nothing. He don't look like nothing but a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest dudes to ever play. You can't judge a book by its cover. He ain't fast. He can't jump. All of that. I remember, Jay Boogie, you remember when the Knicks were about to trade for Golden State center, a dude named Robert Parrish?
Wow.
They're like, why are you trying to give up all of that for Golden State center?
Nah, I can't remember that one. You older than me. Remember that?
Oh, God, target.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. It's crazy how all this stuff worked, man. People in the chat are saying, yo, Uncle Freezy, man, I would never trade all of that for such and such player. And then such and such player leave a bad situation and go to a new team and just ball out. People think the Celtics drafted Robert Parrish. Nah, Robert Parrish was a Golden State Warrior.
He was a Warrior first? I didn't know
that.
Yes.
Wow.
Like 2-3
Yeah, Dennis Johnson was a Seattle Supersonic.
Won a chip there.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
You remember
when Robert Parrish got hit up for having all that marijuana delivered to his UPS.
Yeah, I remember that. Bro.
Hey,
That's
Rob,
why they call him Chief.
That's what they call the Chief.
Smoking my weed, watching monster movies.
Watching Herman Munster.
Yeah, the monster movies. Yo, shout out to the monster movies back in the day, man. The King Kong movie, the King Kong vs. Godzilla, the Godzilla movie, the Baby Zillas. Shout out to the monster movies and the karate flick shows, man, that came on the weekend.
The Bruce Lee ones, right?
Yeah, the ones with my guys and them was in the 5 Deadly Venoms. You know, they had the man with the golden arms. They had a lot of karate movies.
He talking about on Channel 5. He talking about on Channel 5. But the monster movies used to come on Channel 9.
Yeah,
I remember I used to watch the Godzilla movies on Channel 9 in the afternoons, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, so for those of y'all new to this channel, you know what I'm saying, and trying to understand where we are, or where we are as panelists, and where we are as Knicks fans. So we're a very, very, very experienced Knicks panel. Like, this is a very experienced Knicks channel, right? So a lot of times when we hear buzzwords, we kind of put our guard up a little bit, right? Like when we hear young core, right? When we hear the word young core, I'm here to tell you, I think the Knicks are in a perpetual state of young core, right? Because right now we have a young core of RJ, Quickly, Obi, Grimes, McBride, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, right? But before them, right? Before the door even shut, there was a young core before them. Kevin Knox, Frank Ntilikina, Damian Dotson, Alonzo Trier, Luke Cornett, Isaiah Hicks.
Man.
And before the door could close on them, there was another young core of Clee Anthony Early, Landry Fields, Andy Routins, Josh Harrelson, Amon Shumpert. Wow. That's why when people be saying young core, I be about to vomit in my mind. I'm like, at what point are we gonna stop using the young core excuse and win some championships? Oh, at what point are we going to stop? At what point are we going to take our clutches off of these young kids and then move some of them for a player that can get us to the next level? Because 41 wins or 37 wins can't be the benchmark for our team's success. We can't be happy with 37 wins.
No.
We can't be happy with 41 wins. We can't be happy with a playoff appearance where we only win one game. At some point, we all have to just say, listen, mediocrity is not good enough anymore.
Freezy,
Yo.
how's it going?
Exactly.
Hey man, I'm in a weird place emotionally.
If memory serves me right, I feel like everybody except for Corey Lee, I don't think I've seen him, but everybody on this panel was going 100 for Jaden Ivey. Right?
Yes.
In a reputed weak draft. Right?
Okay.
Hey, Boogie, I remember you said it yourself. Whatever it takes, we need to get Jaden Ivey.
Yep, I remember that.
Yep.
I remember that, right?
That's why I rose up.
That's
I'm Frankenstein right now. I rose up.
So I asked this question once again. That was a weak draft. That was reputed to be a weak draft. I think it's a solid draft myself, but that was reputed to be a weak draft. We got the 2023 draft. We have the most assets. We have more assets than everybody else in the NBA right now.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Don P. You put me to sleep, man. I'm sorry.
Uncle Free.
Wow.
I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you, bro, because I've been hearing that forever, man.
But you was part of that clique. Yo, get Jaden Ivey by any means necessary.
Yes. Did
course.
you get him? Did you get him?
No, but all right. So here's the thing, though.
So we didn't get it. So now we're saying go get Donovan Mitchell by any means
right.
necessary, and you want me to have faith.
So there won't be a Jaden Ivey in the next draft?
I don't know. But bro, I'm telling you face to face, bro, that I've been hearing the same narrative since 1975. And it's 2022.
Okay.
And you know, and I'll tell you what. I'll tell you another, just because you brought that up, right? In 1984, the Chicago Bulls drafted Michael Jordan. In 1983, the Portland Trailblazers drafted Clyde Drexler, right? In 1983, instead of drafting Clyde Drexler, guess who the Knicks drafted?
83?
Yeah, I'm asking Don P.
You asking me what?
Yeah, in 1983, instead of the New York Knicks drafting Clyde Drexler, who did they draft?
Oh, I don't know.
I know, because even if I told you his name, you still wouldn't know who it is, right? The Knicks drafted a point guard named Darryl Walker.
Wow.
Right? So
Doesn't ring
drafting Clyde. I'm not Clyde Frazier. Clyde Drexler. Instead of drafting Clyde Drexler, we drafted Darryl Walker, a 6'4" defensive point guard that wore guess what number?
See, 11?
11.
So hold on. Your point is
No. My point is coming up. My point is coming up.
Okay.
In 1985, right? The Knicks win the first NBA lottery, right? And they draft a guy named Patrick Ewing in the first round, right? In the second round, they're like, we're gonna draft our guy that's just like Clyde Drexler and Michael Jordan, who was drafted in '84. Right? We didn't get Clyde in '83. We didn't get Jordan in '84. In '85, we were definitely gonna get our guy.
If my screen go blank, battery went dead.
No, you're there. You're good.
And so in 1985, guess who the Knicks drafted in the second round?
What position was it, Freezy?
Shooting guard.
80.
I'll give you a hint. His brother is the all-time leading scorer for the Atlanta Hawks.
Gerald Wilkins.
Gerald Wilkins.
He was nice.
Gerald
Wilkins. I like Gerald Wilkins.
Right. And you know why they drafted Gerald Wilkins? Because 2 years earlier, they missed out on a Hall of Fame shooting guard. The year before, they missed out on a Hall of Fame, maybe the greatest player to ever play at shooting guard. Right? So this year, 85, they're like, we're not going to miss our turn. We're going to draft our shooting guard. They drafted Gerald Wilkins.
Hey, Mike told that dude one day before the game, y'all had 40 on your brother last night. I'm going to drop 50 on you.
Wow.
Yo, and J Boogie, right, bro. This is what we deal with, bro. The Don P, you know the reason why I brought that up?
I got an echo.
Yeah, you got an echo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back in.
Well, you in the park? You in the turntables? You got the echo chamber?
Yo.
I got the big. Boom, boom, bang.
Yeah, man.
I'm back.
Yeah, man.
Y'all sound better?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Hey, Don P, the reason why I told you that, right, is because in 83, the Knicks was like, yo, what we'll do, we'll wait. We can wait a couple years because there'll be another Clyde Drexler in the draft. We'll just get that guy. In 84, they was like, yo, Michael Jordan, 6'6" shooting guards, they come out in the draft every year. We'll just wait till next year and get our Michael Jordan. And then the next year, they drafted Gerald Wilkins. But we can wait till next year, though. That's our prevailing theme. Like, everybody doing it right now? We'll wait, and then we'll do it next year.
That's what Patrick Ewing used to say a lot, right? Wait till next year.
Wait till next year.
His prediction, right? We'll win it all next year.
So are you saying that we're incapable of just doing the right thing in the draft? No,
I'm saying you got to strike while the iron is hot. When you have the hammer, when you have possession of the hammer,
hit that nail.
You have to swing it, bro, because you never know when you will ever have the hammer again.
By any means necessary.
Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Do you know? Oh, go ahead, J-Book. I'm sorry.
You got to ride your wave, man. When the time is right there, it's right there. You got to take advantage of it, man.
Yeah, you got to ride your wave, bro.
You get put in that position to receive your blessing. You don't say, I don't want it. You got to, man, or you continue staying in the same position. You know, you got to look at the teams that leapfrogged us last year. We got to catch up to them. You know, the Chicagos, the Charlotte Hornets, the Clevelands, you know, forget all them other games. You know, they jumped over us. Can't continue on staying right here, man. That's why I always use that baby boy scenario. Everybody around us making moves, man, getting money. We standing here being broke. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue being in the same spot, same position, talking about Gerald Wilkinson next year. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Dow Walker 2 years after that, man. Right. We need to go ahead and do something, man, and let it be known. And this dude is a good kid. He's a great locker room guy. You know what I'm saying? Because you see, he ain't even cause no problems. I guarantee he went holler at Danny Ainge on the low, you know, after he found out he was going to trade him, when he said he was untradeable, when he was taking calls. Yo, I'm not trying to blow nothing out of the situation. Trade me up out of here and get me up out of here, my man. You know what I'm saying? Let me move on, you know. And he already told him where he wanted to go. That's why he been here.
You already know where you want to go.
This is where you want to be at. You want to be it. You see him wearing the Mets hats, all that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is where you want to be at, man. So if the man knocking on the door telling us, yo, come get me, we can't treat him like Lonzo Ball and wait to the end of and wait for somebody else to go get him. That's what we did to Lonzo. You know what I'm saying?
We did.
Only person we went to go get when it was available was Cam. You know what I'm saying? If you could pay extra pick for somebody and he played 3-4 games for us, you know what I'm saying? You give him a first round pick for nothing. Man, listen.
So here's the thing. I was gonna ask a question, but instead of the question, I'm gonna make a statement. We made the 4th seed with who was it? Alfred Payton, Reggie Bullock, Of course, Julius Randle, he did his thing. Derrick Rose, he was on top of it. Man. Now, I guess I gotta ask this question: do y'all think that was a fluke?
I don't think it was a fluke. We came together and you know what I'm saying, jail. And then a lot of them teams that you know what I'm saying, we passed during that time, they wasn't the way they are now. They didn't have the chemistries and squads that they have now. So, but now what they did was hit the hammer, hit the nail, and develop and put together things, you know what I'm saying, and didn't wait and play no games, and they leapfrogged us. So now, what are we gonna do, man? Them teams, they jumped up in front of us, man.
So the team that we had now, you think is better than the team that we had when we made the 4th seed, J Boogie?
Say what now?
The team that we have now, you think is better than the team that we had when we made the 4th seed?
That we had, because remember, Mitch didn't play. We didn't have a point guard. Those are two scenarios, and we didn't have the experience of the player of the playoffs like we do now. You know what I'm saying? Even though it ain't much, but still in all, them guys, you know, they got their feet wet. You know what I'm saying? Obi, he won't scared. Quickly, he won't scared. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have a point guard. We had a point guard, but he all at the end of the bench, not even joining in the huddles and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Mitch won't even dare. So yeah, we better than what we were when we made that 4th seed. But the problem is other teams got better than what they were that year.
Okay. I would say Atlanta Hawks got worse.
Who?
Atlanta Hawks.
They ain't get worse. They build around the league. See, we got to stop trying to build around one person and start building around the league. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Atlanta Hawks did. They went and got another guard play. So therefore, they're going to always have a general on that floor. No matter which one is on the floor, they're both generals. And the thing is, they can offset and play together and play with one another. You know what I'm saying? That's a powerful move when you put Murray over there with Trey. That's powerful, dude. Now Trey can go sit down on the bench and I ain't got to rush back into the game because the team don't win on a 8, 9, 10 point run. Now his breather is short. He got to come back in the game. No, now you got somebody that right there can tell Murray that could make Trey sit down for a whole 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Come back, you know, ready to kill, and then I'll go sit down there, and then we'll come back kill together. You know what I'm saying? So Atlanta is better than what they was. Them two guys.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this past season. I'm not talking about with DeJounte Murray on it. Yeah, I think they are better too because of DeJounte Murray, what he brings to the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I would say, bro, if you when you get the hammer, you gotta wield it, bro. You just got to, man. When you have the asset, because so Mr. Rivera, how many young cores do you remember the Knicks having? Just straight up young cores. How many do you remember the Knicks having?
From the 3 that you named, not many. I remember Chris Copeland in the Iman Shumpert young core. I remember he had a 3-game span.
Landry Fields, Andy Broughton, Josh Harrelson, Iman Shumpert, all them young dudes, right? You remember all them? Yeah, Anthony Randolph, Jeremy Tyler, all them
Anthony
dudes.
Randolph, the mystery man from
all them
Golden
dudes,
State.
Jeremy Tyler, all them. Jeremy Tyler from Golden State too, and we traded him back to Golden State, right? You remember that? Yeah.
You called up a lot of guts, man.
I know, Jay. I know, man. But the thing is, my man's be like, yo, we only had one young core, and then as soon as you start naming names, they be like, oh yeah, I remember Shane Larkin. Torrey Murray.
You thought was going to be the next Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Tony Douglas. Aren't you? Come on, bro. You can't
Chris Smith.
Yes, man. You can't say the Knicks ain't had young cores, bro. When you remember Tony Douglas, who was the other guard?
Hold on, Freezy. Who said the Knicks ain't have young cores?
I just asked Mr. Rivera if he remembered the Knicks having a young core before this one, and he couldn't remember.
Oh, you said somebody said we only have one young core.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking about besides the three that you named. That's the only young cores I remember for me personally, because I only started watching the Knicks since what 1999. So like from there
Yeah,
on.
about the same age. I was watching about the same time as well.
So y'all don't remember the young core of David Lee, Nate Robinson,
Oh
Monty
yeah.
Collins.
I
Yeah,
know them.
yeah.
With Marbury and them guys.
Yeah, come on, man. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
David Lee was a dog though. David Lee was a dog.
Yeah, you remember?
He was a
Man.
workhorse. Yeah.
Yeah, he was productive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't
But
gonna say
that goes.
I ain't gonna say y'all
But
conveniently forgot, but
but
y'all
that, but that go,
definitely don't remember.
Oh, I remember Nate Robinson. And I was watching those games.
Marty
but that's
Collins. I'm sorry, go ahead, Lee.
no. What I was trying to say is, but that's when we had the worst front office
Yeah.
ever in the business.
Yeah.
And like you just put a motley crew of just names together, and none of them knew what the hell they were doing. They just
None
showed up
of
to
them.
work.
Yeah.
Yo,
They just showed.
everybody was getting traded every day. Every day, somebody getting traded. You like that?
But
I'm
that
looking
team,
at.
I think that team was ahead of its time though. Like Marbury, Jamal Crawford. I think that team now would be a pretty good team now. In
Crawford
this
was
like era.
nasty. Crawford.
Yeah.
But we still didn't have no coach.
Still
And
ain't
every
had no
time we,
coach.
yeah, but we would chase after a coach. We get him. He come to New York, and he'd be like, "Man, this is trash I'm dealing with."
It went from Lenny Wilkins to
Don
Isaiah
Chaney. We had Don
Thomas.
Chaney.
Not Larry Brown, Don Chaney.
Larry
Yeah.
Brown,
Larry.
Larry Brown, stinking.
And y'all forgetting names like y'all saying like the young core. Y'all conveniently leaving out names like Doug Christie,
Oh yeah,
Trevor Ariza,
yeah.
Trevor Ariza.
yeah, LeVar Postel.
But
Ronaldo
Ronaldo
Balkman.
Balkman. There you go.
Balkman.
Ronaldo
Yeah,
Balkman.
man.
the
Y'all
worst
remember?
number one pick ever.
Hey, Trevor Ariza was solid.
He was
No,
a bum.
He was a bum, but he was one of those dirty players in Denver though. Did it like scrappy players. They made a move. They made a room for him to do something over there. He's still whack though.
Y'all don't remember LeVar Postel
Yeah, I remember him.
Yep.
out of St. John's?
St. John's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Of course.
He was
man.
a wing,
Yeah.
small forward. He was like a small forward too.
A shoot guard. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, him, and it's funny. Him and Trevor Ariza will play together, right? The Knicks will try to slow the ball, slow the game down. Matt Barnes too. Matt
Yep.
Barnes, Doug Christie, LeVar Postel, Trevor Ariza, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
J.R. Reed.
Yeah, I remember.
Man, come on, man.
Demetrius Nichols.
Yep, I
From
remember
Syracuse. He was a
Yep.
Yeah, I remember him.
cook in
Yeah.
Syracuse.
That's what I'm saying. Like every time a Knicks fan say something about a young core, I be wanting to throw up, bro. Like, but Uncle Freeze, is this the first time we ever had a young core that such a no, it ain't.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
tell me
Mike Sweeney,
Yeah, don't tell that lie to somebody else, bro.
number 4 pick, Mike
Yeah,
Sweeney.
man.
So
Yeah,
Mike-
remember we got Maurice Taylor from the Clippers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Taylor. Wow.
Yeah, man.
So on
Hot
Freezy, you
trash.
was feeling 2013 season, huh?
Huh?
You was feeling that 2013 season when we make it to the second round.
Nah, early.
You wasn't feeling that.
Breezy, what was that guy we had that looked like Barkley?
We had the oldest team in the NBA at that point.
Clarence
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon.
Clarence Witherspoon. They
We
said
got
he
him
was
from
supposed to be
Philly.
so good.
Yeah, we got him from Philly, but when we got
Yeah.
him, he was 310 pounds.
350.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. That's why when people tell me they over and like I'll sit here and as the moderator, I sit here try to be neutral and just try to add facts. Like if somebody like say something and it's not totally true, I let it ride. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody say something that be crazy, then it's my job to correct it just to keep the conversation on track, right? Like when people say, yo, the Knicks have never been in this situation with draft picks and young players. Yo, nothing can be further from the truth, bro. The young core that we just got out of here was a young core, and they had draft picks because they had draft picks from the Porzingis trade.
Yeah, and they had draft picks when they traded for Bargnani. They just chose to trade for Bargnani.
Right. Yeah, Almighty Finesse, he right. Almighty Finesse, like that squad that had Crawford in them, Zach Randolph, also had Quentin Richardson. Y'all remember Q Rich?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Q Richards a dog too.
Like this,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. That team would have
yeah.
been nice right now. Like in this day of how the offense is set up.
I know, Freeze, you remember Tim Thomas, right?
I
Mr.
remember Tim Thomas.
Fugazi, right?
Yeah. He's calling Kenya Martin. He's calling Kenya Martin Fugazi. Yeah, man.
Tim Thomas was from Jersey.
Yeah, man.
They say he was elite until he hurt his knees.
Yeah. He didn't. They was trying to talk in Milwaukee. They invented a position for him, and he didn't want to do it. He was a small forward shooting guard, right? And they were like, Tim Thomas, we're creating this position. It's gonna be the wave. You could be an all-star if you become a stretch four.
He didn't want it,
and he didn't want to do it, bro. No. And he wound up eventually playing power forward and being lost to time. People don't even remember Tim Thomas like that.
I do. He was nasty.
I do.
Yeah, you remember when they was trying to move him? They were trying to get him? Yeah, they was like, "Yo, you 6'9", bro. You 6'9". You can handle. You can shoot. You can pass. You can be a stretch four." And he's like, "Man, ain't no such thing as a stretch four, bro."
I remember because he used to waste a lot of Marbury's assists. He used to piss me off.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Well, Freezy, when did we draft Gerard Mustafa? Remember him?
Yeah, 1990.
90, right?
Yep.
What number pick was he again?
In the 20s.
Oh, in the 20s.
Yeah, his mom, no lie, hand to the man. His mom and my father used to work together at Ford Motor Company.
Really?
She would do the stuff on one side of the car, and he would do the wiring and doors on the other side of the car.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, and I forget what city it was. What city is that in New Jersey? I forget what city it is, but I forgot. They used to have the dopest 7-Eleven. So as you get on the off ramp, they had a 7-Eleven right there, bro. And I used to call my pops Jim, right? He's like, "Yo, why you don't call me Dad like normal kids?" And I'm like, "What's the big deal, Jim? I mean,
Jim.
You answer when I call you. I mean." Yeah, when I was a kid, bro, I swear, bro, somebody should have took the belt to the backside or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this was the 70s. This is like
the swung that hammer.
Yeah, they should have. You're right, damn right. Yo, can you imagine, Lee? Can you imagine like you come in and like your kid like 4 years old and he like, yo, Corey, fix me something to drink.
Man, I'll holler at you Friday, man, for the super chat. Because if you really want me to answer that question, I'm about to break you off real good, man.
I'm not gonna lie, my daughter could do it. My daughter.
I'm gonna say this, yo. I'll be like, Negro, please, to some degree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something. Yeah, man. But it was like this is like 69, 70. Because what happened is I didn't remember all those stories. My pops would tell the stories to his friends about me with me being there. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that time that I sat in the living room and smoked up a whole pack of Winston in the living room, busy as hell. I'm like 7 years old, smoked a whole pack of Winston, got the whole house smelling like a chimney. Yo, anybody remember Winston's, bro?
Nah, I'm too young for that.
Unfortunately, I just had an uncle who passed because of them nasty ass Winstons.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about your loss, man. But yeah,
that's all good. That's all good. I mean, it is what it is. You know, he from Alabama, bro. So you know, it is what it is. That's their way.
Yeah, that's just their way, bro. But yeah, so Danny, the thing is, like when people say as a Knicks fan, we should be more reserved and cautious about our approach with stuff. I look at all the times that the Knicks were cautious, like in '93 when Scottie Pippen was a free agent right, was going to become a free agent, and the Knicks could have traded for Scottie Pippen, right? And Knicks fans was like, no, don't trade for him. Just let him go to free agency. Because if he go to free agency, we can offer him more money than Chicago, because Chicago is cheap, right? It was the same time that Horace Grant left and went to the Orlando Magic. Y'all remember that?
Yep. Yeah, he was playing with Shaq, right?
Yeah, y'all remember that, right?
Mhm.
The same Scottie Pippen was available, and the Knicks could have traded for Scottie Pippen, right? Before he hit free agency, and then kind of like negotiated a contract in-house. And the Knicks waited. They were like, nah, man, we ain't gonna do that, man. The Bulls ain't ready to re-sign Scottie Pippen. He don't do nothing. And Scottie Pippen won 4 more championships with the Bulls. And we started at small forward a dude named Charles Smith.
Oh
wow,
Mr. Softy.
Jesus.
Butterfingers.
Yes. Yes. Anybody remember Charles Smith?
Oh God.
Nah, that was right before my time.
But do you know? Quick question. You can look this up, Freezy. Do you know? All right, how they got Scottie Pippen, right?
Yep.
And
They
you
traded
know what
traded Older Polynese.
exactly, but you know who picked that was?
Seattle.
No, that was the Knicks pick.
Oh yeah, from a trade 2 years before that.
Yep.
Yep, I remember that. Yep. That was the Knicks pick.
Yep.
Yep, that's right. You're right. You're right. That was the pick that what's the name? Them traded for Scottie Pippen was and originally it was the number 7 pick. Remember the number 7 pick in the draft and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, break my heart, bro. Break my heart. Right? And you know what else? And so the Knicks could have also signed BJ Armstrong, right? The Knicks had this weird thing going on at point guard. They needed a championship level point guard. They like, nah, BJ Armstrong is asking for too much money. So what we'll do is we'll trade for Mo Cheeks and then Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers, yeah, I remember that.
Yep. And then they had Doc Rivers, and Doc Rivers got hurt and was out for the season. Yep.
And we had
to go get Derek Hart.
Yep, traded for a fat out of shape point guard off Dallas bench named Derek Harper, who was over the hill, right? And if Derek Harper dispute that, he a lying dog. Everybody knew he was out of shape, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was in shape, he would have been in Dallas rotation. But at the time, I think Dallas had drafted a young point guard out of Cal named Jason Kidd. Y'all remember Jason Kidd?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yeah, and so Derek Harper was on a bench just sitting there. Right? I think that's right. I think I might no. I think Kidd came after we traded for him. Right? But they had, I think in 90, they had you know who they did have? They drafted Jim Jackson in 92. And then they drafted Jamal Mashburn in 93. And then they drafted Jason Kidd in 94.
Because didn't he tie somebody for Rookie of the Year?
Was it Grant Hill?
Grant Hill.
I don't know. I think it was him or somebody else.
It was Grant Hill.
All right. That was crazy.
Then we get Ronaldo Balkman too, right? Freezy that year, right? The year after.
Who was it?
No, we got what's his name again? The shooter, Rolando Blackman.
Yeah.
Blackman.
No, we got him.
Blackman came before.
Yeah, we got him 2 years before that.
2 years before.
We got him. We still had Mark Jackson. It was him, Tony Campbell that was on the bench.
Yeah.
It was him, Tony Campbell. He
Hubert
was a starter.
Hubert Davis too.
Hubert Davis was deep on the bench. He was not
deep on the bench.
He was not. He just drafted. He wasn't see no light. But it was him. We had Tony Campbell, and we had I don't know. I think we just got rid of Gerald Wilkins or somebody.
Yeah.
And we still have Mark Jackson.
What about Johnny Newman? When do we have him?
Yeah, 87. He got drafted by Cleveland, and then Cleveland wouldn't play him and wouldn't give him a contract. And so we acquired him because the kid that we did draft in the first round was shook in practice. He was in practice throwing up, vomiting. He He was so intimidated by the NBA that he was vomiting in practice. It's a dude that y'all probably know if you hear his name. A dude named Kenny Skywalker.
Oh wow!
I remember Skywalker and winning the dunk contest. I was
Yep.
hyped, bro. He had some nice dunks.
He was so intimidated by the Knicks that by being an NBA player that he was in practice vomiting every day.
Wow. You know that question I got? I would really want to know. Like, what was the Knicks doing in 2000 when Tracy McGrady became a free agent? What were they doing? Like, were y'all sitting on your hands?
Right. Basically, that's what it was. Like, everybody knew Pat was washed, and they secretly tried to trade Pat twice, right? But the trades always fell through.
Fell through, yeah.
Because the dudes didn't want to come to New York. Like, one dude, it was like the Knicks did like a 4-team deal, right? That would have sent Pat to, I think Pat would have went to, I forget where he went, but they had an opening at center, and Pat would have went there, and he could have been a starting center. But we already had Camby, who we wanted to start, but he was coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Right? So we wanted to start Camby, but Pat was the franchise player. Right? Pat was 37 years old in his 15th season, and we wanted to get something for Pat. I think it might have been, geez, I cannot remember who it was. I think they were, I can't remember, but anyway, the guy that was going to Detroit didn't want to go to Detroit. So he faked the injury that killed the deal. And then Pat read about the deal in the papers, and then that was the end of it. Pat wanted to get traded regardless, and we weren't going to do nothing else until we got Pat out of town.
I hated that Freezy when they got rid of Ewing. That was my worst
And
day.
they
That's
sent
my
him to
favorite
Orlando, right?
To Seattle?
Seattle,
yeah.
We got Vin Baker back, right? And who else? Glenn Rice?
Yeah, we got Glenn Rice from the Lakers. We got
wasn't Vin Baker an alcoholic at the time?
Yeah, and when
Yes.
we got when we got him, bro, he was like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I was young, but that's when I first started.
Bro. He was nice.
You know, he works at Starbucks.
He was the first stretch big.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I remember seeing Vin Baker on a Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah,
that's the first time I saw him.
Yeah, and so it's man. Hey, Mr. Lee, you remember Roy Topley?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
From the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes. Another person who took his lottery ticket and ripped it up.
Ripped it up. Another dude that was a stretch big. They had the world was his oyster, right? Because Elijah Wan and them could not go. Think about what I'm telling you. Pat Ewing, Elijah Wan, David Robinson, Shaquille, all these guys, they could not guard Roy Topley. But him, Richard Dumas, these guys just took their lottery. They just ripped it up. Right? I remember Roy Topley put a move on Dino Raja. Y'all remember Dino Raja, number 40 from the Celtics back in the day?
He was
He put a move on Dino Raja that should be illegal in 47 states, bro. He did. You remember the show and go? Remember how you used to show and then go? Bro, he did the show and go on Dino Raja, and Dino Raja just collapsed on the floor.
He spun on him so quick.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on, man. Knicks talk all night, bro. Let's go Knicks, man. Knicks talk all night.
I got a name for you. Somebody, another lottery ticket. They ripped it up, but he still came into the league. Was Lloyd Daniels?
Oh, I was just thinking about Lloyd Daniels. My father talked about Lloyd Daniels all the time. I used to cook everybody.
Man, he was the best thing ever out there in the streets. Got to UNLV,
drugs, right?
Got himself messed up out there in Vegas at UNLV. Didn't even have a high school diploma, but still got into the school.
Yeah, he one of them guys that was so good. You'll make excuses and all types of stuff on him. Just
Yeah,
off his
because-
talent.
He's a Queens legend, yo.
all he had to do, man. And so UNLV tried to do because I saw the doc on that. They was like, yo, listen, man, all you got to do is take these summer classes in Vegas before you enroll in August, and you'll be good. And this dude got out there in the Vegas nightlife, bro, and got arrested 2 times in one summer.
Yeah, well, he dang.
And got caught on camera on
Yes.
the last. The last one was caught on camera. It was the dumb
Remember
dive.
him getting in the white van? Remember him getting in the white van on camera?
Yes.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Easy, since we talking about older names, you know Joe Hammond or Joe Hammond?
Say that again.
Joe Hammond?
Joe Hammond, you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What team was he on?
Nah, he wasn't on the team. He was a street bully. They say he was one of the best. He used to come to the league all the time, and people was conveying for him to be on one of their teams. But he said he was making more money selling drugs than the money they was offering him for the NBA.
Right.
Yeah, we talking about that's the 70s though. That's the 70s though.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, the NBA wasn't getting the money. They didn't have as much exposure as they had like they do now.
Yeah, of course.
I ain't tripping on that. I just wanted to know, like,
Yo, you remember? Hey, you remember Lenny Cook?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lenny Cook was he believed his own press clippings where he didn't want to work.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Lenny Cook was not, man.
Yeah, he used to cook LeBron.
That dude was
LeBron. He gave it to LeBron, and then LeBron gave it and cooked him.
And ABCD tournaments and stuff. Not all of them. He used to be better than all of them.
Yeah,
you know who would have been nice in this era, but just came in like a few years earlier? Rafe Alston.
Skip to my Lou, right?
Yeah, because what he couldn't do when he came to the league, he could do now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And think about all the great Knicks players that came along, like just in your lifetime, right? Like think about all the great Knicks moments, bro. Like JoJo White. I mean, not JoJo White, but I'm sorry, Michael Ray Richardson ripping Magic Johnson 5 times in 1/2 the year after the Lakers won the NBA title.
5 times.
Think about that. The Lakers are the NBA champs. Oh my God, the NBA champs are in Madison Square Garden tonight. And Michael Ray Richardson stole pickpocketed Magic 5 times in 1/2 and wouldn't dunk. Remember that at 6'5", he would go to the rim and his arm would be this much over the rim.
Finger roll, right?
Yeah, you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
His arm is right there. He just lays it in instead of dunking the ball.
Yeah.
He got banned from the league, right?
Yeah. He another dude. He another dude that tore up his lottery ticket, bro. Michael Ray Richardson. Magic Johnson was so scared to dribble with Michael Ray Richardson. His hands were so quick, right? His hands were so quick that when Magic got ready to pivot, Michael Ray Richardson to be at the other end, laying it up. That's how quick he was, right? And Magic was a 6'9" point guard, right? Michael Ray Richardson was 6'5".
Seriously.
Yeah, but Magic had a high dribble. He had a high dribble.
Yep. But that helped him with court vision, though. So you know what I'm saying? It's like Magic is like, do I get little and not see the court, or do I, you know what I'm saying, back you down and back you down? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, down the court.
Yeah, man.
6'9" with it. That's where Mark Jackson gets it from, yo. Oh my God.
Yeah, man. I remember watching the game, right, where the Detroit Pistons were kind of. Oh, you know who you could compare this Pistons team to? Today's Memphis Grizzlies. Think about today's Memphis Grizzlies, right? But think about the Detroit Pistons in 1983, right? Where you got a young, explosive guard, pick number 2 in the draft. Isaiah Thomas was pick number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Zeke was number 2, right?
Yeah.
I think he was number one.
He should have been, man. But back then, that era, people wanted bigs, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to know who went before him. That's crazy.
let me see. I'll
That's
pull
an
it.
80. That's an 81 draft, isn't that? When he came in the league, 81.
I think was it Joe Barry Carroll? Let me see.
Wasn't
Wow.
James Worthy in that draft too?
I think Joe Barry No, James Worthy was 82.
82.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas is the best small point guard of all time.
Oh, him for sure.
Let me see. No, Mark Aguirre. How do we forget about
Wow.
bro?
His teammate.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
And that's when Mark Aguirre played with Rolando Blackman and my man he was our point guard. What's his name? Oh my God. Derek Harper.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, hey, check out. Let me read off this draft real quick. Number 1, Mark Aguirre. Number 2, Isaiah Thomas. Number 3, Buck Williams.
Buck Williams.
In New Jersey.
Yo, number 6, Orlando Woolridge, bro.
Chicago.
Come on. Number 8, Tom Chambers. Number 9, Rolando Blackman. Wow. Number 10, Albert King. Bernard King brother. He was just as nice.
New Jersey, right?
Yeah. Number 12, Kelly Tripucka from Jersey City.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He played with Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
He played with Detroit though.
Yeah, he was at Detroit then. But number 14, Herb Williams.
Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro.
That's a crazy draft.
That's crazy. Let me see. Valentine, Kevin Loda. Yo, number 20, Larry Nance.
Oh wow.
Cleveland.
Yo, number 21, Alton Lister. Y'all remember Alton Lister, the dude Sean Kemp dunked on him and caught back on him?
Yeah.
That was Alton. Yeah, that was Alton Lister. Yo, that's crazy. Eddie Johnson was in this draft. Danny Ainge was in this draft, bro. Man, that's crazy, man. Frank Burkowski, the Knicks drafted Frank Burkowski. He was a solid player. Man, all these dudes in this draft. The draft had 7 rounds. Dang, the draft back then had 10 rounds, bro.
Wow.
Why did they change it to 2?
Because of roster size and paying people.
Yeah, I figured financial reasons.
Yeah, man. All them names, right? And the Knicks walk away with Frank Burkowski.
So the Knicks been nicking for years.
Who was in the management that time,
Breezy?
Who was in management that time?
For the Knicks, let me see. I'll see if I can find out who their lead executive was. And
Busher?
And might have been. And guess what? To your surprise, the New York Knicks didn't have a first round pick that year. That sound familiar?
Huh.
Where is my man? I just saw him. Frank Burkowski. I remember him. So they don't have it. They don't have it listed, bro. They don't have the executive listed. I can't remember who it was.
Either.
But they drafted Frank Burkowski, right? But then the year before that, that's the Mike Woodson draft. The Knicks selected in the first round, 1980. Yeah, man. Joe Barry Carroll was the number 1 pick in 80. That's the Kevin McHale draft.
Woodson.
Yeah. Andrew Toney was in that draft. Kiki Vandeweghe was in it. Mike Woodson, the number 11 pick. Oh, snap. The Knicks selected Mike Woodson, and 2 picks later, Wesley Matthews' daddy was picked second.
Wow.
I mean, after that.
But
Yeah,
Wesley
man.
Matthews, when he came here, he couldn't hit a shot. He just suddenly couldn't hit a three anymore.
Yeah.
2 games.
Yeah, he was an elite athlete though. Rick Mahorn was in that draft, bro. Rick Mahorn was in that draft. Kurt Rambis was in that draft. Rory Sparrow was in that draft. Yeah, Rory Sparrow
Mr.
was in there.
Nick.
Yeah, man. Yo, that's crazy.
Was it Kansas City in there? The Kings of Kansas City, right?
Yeah, the Kansas City Kings. Yeah.
Who did they draft? Did they draft a cat named give me a second, Derek Horde?
In 80, let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see. KCK. They drafted a dude in the first round, a dude named Hawkeye Whitney.
All right, never mind.
So it might be 81. I'll check 81.
That's a first name.
Hawkeye.
Derek.
Yeah.
Oh, they was wilding back then.
Yeah.
No, that's like my father's second cousin, Derek Horde. He played for Kentucky back in the day.
Okay.
He was like he was on the second McDonald's All American because Magic was on the first one.
Okay. Let me see. KCK.
Matter of fact, he played. Matter of fact, he played with what's my man Sam Bowie, and he was a power forward, but he always had them playing center because your man Sam Bowie was hurt. Derek Horde.
Always. Yep.
Oh, he was always hurt, Sam Bowie.
Yeah, he kept breaking his leg, right?
Same leg over and over.
His feet.
Hey, and to be real with you, to keep it a buck, Sam Bowie was supposed to be the first Porzingis, right?
Exactly.
Like a 7'1" dude that can dribble, pass, and shoot. Sam Bowie, coming out of high school, Sam Bowie was legit taking guards off the dribble.
Wow.
Right? Sam Bowie just dribbled at 7 foot. Would just say he was so explosive that guards, as soon as a guard would turn their head, he was dunking. And you like, God damn, he's fast, boy. And so what it was is when Portland saw that, it was like, yo, if we can ever get this dude healthy, this dude might be the next great
whatever.
center. Yeah. But the thing is the year before, when you see a 7'4" Ralph Sampson running up and down the floor, jumping out the gym, you like, yo, if what would have happened if you gave Ralph Sampson can shoot the three and dribble? Because Ralph Sampson was just a great athlete, a lot of rebounds, a lot of dunks, all that.
He was a good boxer too.
Yeah, man.
When we lit up Jerry C's thing, remember?
Yo, all arms and legs, bro. All arms and legs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was like, yo, what if Ralph Sampson could dribble, pass, and shoot? You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't say when they talk about the why Portland didn't take Jordan, was because this kid Sam Bowie was probably going to be Porzingis if he could stay healthy, but he kept getting that hey Danny, what do you call it when you break a bone but you always get an infection in it?
Staph infection.
Yeah. The staph infection would never let his bone heal, so he would just get to about 60% and try to play and then re-break it.
Yep.
Jesus.
But if that dude, oh my bad.
Again with Greg Oden.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Y'all know that's the same injury that Joel Embiid had, right? The same injury that Sam Bowie had. The bone on top of your foot, the weight-bearing bone always break. And so back then, if Sam Bowie could have had the Joel Embiid surgery, you wouldn't even be talking about Jordan right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Gale Sayers. Y'all remember the dude Gale Sayers used to play for the Bears, right? Gale Sayers.
One of the best ones.
Yeah.
One of the backs.
Ever.
You
know why
accomplished all of that in 6 years.
in 6 years. He had 6 touchdowns 6 different ways in one game. Bro, that's crazy. But you know what? You know what ended Gail Sayers' career? Torn ACLs.
And a torn ACL ain't nothing there
Nothing now. That ain't nothing now, bro. That
like
ain't
you tear your
nothing.
ACL, you going for the year, you come back and it's as good as new.
6 months later. 6
Yeah.
months later.
Yeah, we seen what Adrian Peterson did.
Yep. He came back and rushed for 2,100 yards, bro. That's crazy.
And they tried to cancel him for disciplining his child that same year. They was trying to violate him.
Yeah, man. But if Sam Bowie could have had the Joel Embiid surgery, bro, ain't no telling what kind of number. Basketball would be so different the way we view it right now. Right?
If they had the technology now. But like, because Bernard King, if he could have had that kind of surgery when Bernard King blew his knee, and we still would have had Patrick Ewing, that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Bernard King had what? Microfracture surgery? The Amari Stoudemire?
No, he had a whole knee reconstruction.
He blew out every ligament in his knee. So it was an MCL, ACL, PCL, all of that.
All like Baron Davis did.
Every L.
Yeah.
And Sean Livingston.
Yeah.
Baron Davis did that when he was on the Knicks, right? He blew out
Yeah,
his knee bad, right?
His knee was that was a gruesome.
That was bad.
Yeah, well, it was on. They showed it in real time.
I saw
like,
that.
His knee was on the side.
Yeah,
and when he reached over and grabbed it, I was like, because I was like, yo, what happened to that? And then when he grabbed it, I was like, oh, his knee just exploded.
Yeah,
like Theismann's.
Yeah, man. I saw Lawrence Taylor do that to Joe Theismann, and so
Monday Night Football.
Yo, so I have a friend whose pops is Harry Carson, right? So I was like, I talked to him, I was like, yo, let me interview your pops for the channel. So I interviewed Pops, bro. Yo, it's for one, any Giants fans in here? Anybody like Giants football?
Me.
Bro,
nah.
I got an interview with Harry Carson, right? Bro, Harry Carson is like the nicest dude you ever want to meet in your life, bro. You know he a Hall of Famer, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
And George Martin.
Yep. And he also worked for the NFL.
Yep. He used to have a talk show too, right?
I know he works for the Giants. I know he's on the Giants. Giants,
he do both.
All right, well.
He worked for the Giants. I forgot what he said. It's like a diplomat role with the Giants.
Yeah.
And then he also works on the Fritz Pollard hiring something equality something commission to make sure that every candidate get an equal opportunity to interview for positions and all that. And I'm sorry if that sounds disrespectful. I just can't remember. Man, it's like 3:00 in the morning, bro. My memory. It's like 2:00 in the morning. My memory is shot. But yeah, man, I did the interview, bro. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try to find it. and repost it.
Please do. I would love to see that.
Yeah, man. Because the dude is like salt of the earth, bro.
I heard he's really nice. That's what I heard.
Yeah, man. He like salt of the earth, bro.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because what I wanted to do is because at the time the channel was so young, I wanted to interview him and a dude named Otis Anderson. He used to be a running back for Florida State, and I think
he played for Arizona, the Cardinals, and then we picked him up.
Yeah,
and he was our Super Bowl MVP in '90.
Right, because what happened was the Giants had a whole bunch of young running backs. They had a dude named Meggett, a dude named Hampton. You remember
Rodney Hampton from Georgia?
From Georgia, yeah. So
number 27.
But all
Meggett too, right?
Yeah, but all them dudes was hurt. Yeah, I remember all them dudes. They would come back. They would come back, get hurt, come back, get hurt, come back, get hurt, come back again. And Otis Anderson came in. Yeah. And so he wound up starting for them, and he was an old man in football terms. He was an old man. I think he was like 9 years in the league. I think my man was like 30, 31, 32 years old.
Yeah, like
And
32, 33.
yeah, he took the job and he never gave it back. And he wound up being
Mm-mm.
the
Super Bowl,
MVP.
Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, you remember it was like a 3rd down and 8. The Giants ran the ball so they could kick a field goal, right? And the dude wound up
he wound up and blasted old boy, I think it's Don BB in the mouth
yeah.
in the Super Bowl. I know what you're talking about. I know, I remember
He
that.
wound up getting the 1st down, and then the Giants could just run down the clock. It was like a 4th quarter run. You was like, what? But yeah, man. So I got it somewhere. It's somewhere here on StreamYard. Definitely. I'll see if I can find it from somewhere, man. And
HBCU graduate
repost it.
too. You talking about and you know, in college he was a nose tackle. He wasn't even a linebacker. The Giants came and converted him into a linebacker.
Yep. 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 He was
I
like,
think
yo. Yep.
I want to say he went to South Carolina State.
He did. He did. And he from this area that I live in now.
But that's dope.
And I owe him a dinner. He was like, yo, I'll do this interview, but you got to take me to this restaurant or whatever. And it's tongue in cheek now. It ain't like I owe him something. But he's like, yo, whenever I come back to see the babies and stuff, take me to this restaurant that's down here or whatever. And I was like, okay. I'll find it and then I'll reply. I think it's on this channel. Let me see if I can. I'll see if I can find it, man. Because
that's dope. That's dope.
man. That I think I did that like last year or 2 years ago, or something like that. It didn't get the views that I wanted it to, but
it probably will now that your brand is bigger.
Yeah, man.
I'll run it back, man.
Yeah, I'm a. That's what.
Not too many people get a chance to even talk to somebody who's a Hall of Famer. Period in their life.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a few years back. I'll say quite a few back maybe in 06, 07, something like that. I was working at the airport. I was fueling an airplane. So I'm off on Concourse C. This is in Atlanta. For y'all who don't know, I'm off, and they got a smoking lounge. So I'm over in the smoking lounge smoking a Newport, and guess who walks in there? My man, George Gervin. So I don't say nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, check this out. He's walking in and he's smoking his cool, filtered, king, whatever, what I'm saying? They're chilling, right? So nobody realizes, I'm sitting there looking at him and nobody realizes who he is. So, everybody pretty much clears out and he's leaving it. And then I stopped and I shook his hand and I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Normally, because I see celebrities all the time. I used to see Dale Davis, my man, the movie The Blind Side. I used to see him all the time. I used to see cats all the time in the airport. And I could care less. You know what I'm saying? I even seen Uncle Luke walking up and down there. It's like, all right, well, cool. They got business to do. But I don't want to mess with them. But this was the one time I got the chance to see a Hall of Famer and meet him. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I stopped and I shook his hand. I said, normally, I don't mess with people, what I'm saying, when they doing their thing. But I had to shake your hand because I would never thought I would ever see not only one of the 50 greatest 50 players ever, but also a Hall of Famer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He was nice, right, too, right?
Oh, he was cool as hell, man. He was cool as hell. He was doing this thing, smoked a cigarette. That was that. Boom. He went about his business. You know what I'm saying? I went about mine. Somebody asked me, who was that? And I said, he's one of the greatest players in the NBA. He was like, who is he? George Gervin. He was like, oh, wow. I was like, yeah.
You know, pretty nice too. I remember I used to go to a camp called Fresh Air Fun when I was younger. And Tiki Barber had came up there one time to meet us, and my group got to have lunch with him. And I'm a Jets fan, so I was just trolling, like kind of trolling and messing with him, like how it feels to play the Jets. But he was really nice. He was a really nice guy.
Right. I found it. I found it. Right. I'm gonna download it, and then I'm gonna repost it for everybody to check
I
out.
appreciate that. I would really appreciate that.
Yeah, man, I'm great. I'm going to do that right now, bro. It was an honor. And then the thing about it, bro, that video only got 49 views.
Wow.
That's it.
49 views, bro.
The travesty.
Yeah, man.
I think they're gonna pick it up and look at it again.
Yeah, man. I gotta post that again for Giants fans, man, because it makes no sense for that video to only have 49 views, right?
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's the reason why I don't do a football channel, because I would love to do a football channel, right, too. That's like football, like legendary and fantasy football at the same time.
Mhm.
But the thing about it is cats don't really come through for cats don't really come through for football like they do for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to do like Danny, you a Jets fan?
Jets all the way.
Like
sir.
like bro, I could talk to y'all. Like I'm a Bears fan, right? But I could talk to y'all about the Jets all night long. I know Jets history backwards and forwards, bro. Like I know about Emerson Boozer, bro. I know about Wesley Walker, Freeman McNeil, Al Toon, you know what I'm saying? Gastineau, Klecko, Muhammad. I remember the Jets losing in the AFC Championship game to the Dolphins when they thought they was going to the Super Bowl, but the quarterback Richard Todd was shook because my Miami defense was to beat the hell out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, y'all remember Richard Todd, bro?
Yep, he was a Giant.
Number 14.
No. I'm lying. He wasn't Richard. No, he wasn't. I remember Richard Tide though.
I remember. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember Jets fans were so tired of Richard Todd losing the big game because one year, all they had to do was run out the clock against the Cleveland Browns, and this dude audible, right, through a pass. It was incomplete. Bernie Kosar got the Browns on the field, drove the Browns down the field, kicked the field goal, knocked the Jets out of the playoffs. When all he had to do was run the ball and make Cleveland use their timeouts, bro. Y'all remember Pat Leahy?
Leahy, yeah.
Yeah, y'all remember Giants fans. Y'all remember Ali Haji Sheik?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the kicker. The kicker.
Y'all remember
Yes.
Yeah, y'all remember Mark Collins? Remember Mark Collins in the
Oh
secondary?
yeah, wide receiver. No, Mark. Yeah, cornerback.
The corner, yeah, they moved him to free safety. Remember they moved him to free safety?
Man, I remember him, Elvis Patterson back there.
What year was that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think they moved him to free safety in 90. It was 1 year. They tried him at free safety in the playoffs against us, and he kept blasting our running back, bro. We had a running back named Neil Anderson, number 35, and Mark Collins was light his ass. I was like, who is this little dude, 25?
Nah, he was an okay corner, man, but he used to get burnt up. Him and Elvis Patterson used to get burnt up. Oh my God. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did, but he held on. We got rid of Elvis though.
Yeah, man. Y'all had to. Y'all had to, bro.
When did we have Bavaro? Remember Bavaro? He was a beast, Bavaro.
Yeah. Yo, he was, man. Mark Bavaro Mark Bavaro's a strange dude, bro. That's what I think. I think Mark Bavaro is an alien, bro. We met him once. So I met Harry Carson when I was younger. I met Harry Carson. I might have been what year y'all won the Super Bowl? 86? So I might have been like 17. I might have been like 7. So I met him. They were in a news truck. You remember the old news trucks used to be stacked up with newspapers, and dudes be riding down the street throwing a stack of newspapers out the back.
Flinging them, yeah.
Yeah. The Giants rented one of them and was riding around Jersey City passing out autograph posters. You remember the glossy 8x10s back in the day, like they'll come through, sign autographs on them or whatever.
Yep.
So head to the bed, right? Lawrence Taylor pulls up the back door It's like, hey kids, come get the autograph. He's yelling. Lawrence Taylor is crazy in real life, bro. Y'all know he's still crazy right now, right?
All right, no, he's throw it off.
He in
He
Florida.
throw it off.
He yeah.
He
right?
throw it off.
Yo, for real. And almost 60. He for real, right? So he pull up the back door on his news truck, and I'm like, who was that? And he like, I'm Lawrence Taylor. Like he had a script he was reading or something. And this dude, and Danny, no lie, this dude comes around because they got jackets and t-shirts and all that stuff on. This dude comes around the side of the van, and he looked like the Undertaker, bro. This dude, I'm like, what is it? This is like a horror movie about to happen, yo. And so the guy's like a dude named Banks. What's a dude named Banks coming?
Carl Banks.
Yeah, and so
Carl
he come,
Banks. Yep.
Yeah, and so Bavaro come around, and he got on like this jacket and this chain, and the dude is like patting Bavaro on the back, like, calm down, big fella. It's only kids. And I'm like, oh my god,
strange dude, right?
Yeah.
They used to call him like Rambo back in the days.
Yeah, man. Yo, no lie, bro. I saw him run over Ronnie Lott, and for those people that don't know who Ronnie Lott is,
he ran him over like a truck.
Just imagine you could put
and
a human
carried
being,
him.
yeah, and just imagine you could put a human being in a cannon and fire them with no regard for his body. That's Ronnie Lott.
Wow.
I saw Ronnie Lott, man. I saw Ronnie Lott hit this receiver from the Redskins one time named Art Monk. And I know people don't remember who Art Monk is, right?
I remember number 81.
Bro, yo, we got to talk some football sometime, bro. Yeah, we got to talk some football sometime.
I know that whole NFC East, bro, pretty much.
You remember the Smurfs? Gary Clark, Art
Duper.
Monk.
I think it's a Duper.
No, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. Remember Charlie Brown? Yeah, because Charlie Brown live over here with us. He live in our neighborhood. Right.
Wow,
Charlie Brown. Yeah, Charlie Brown, former receiver for the Washington Redskins.
He was a Super Bowl champ.
Or he used to live over here. But they had so anyway, Ronnie Lott comes through and hit Art Monk. Everybody looking on TV like Art Monk is dead. And a dude named Pat Summerall was like,
God bless him. Former Giant.
John, you think he'll be out for a while?
You remember the old Madden when he used to come out with the stretcher?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what happened to Art Monk. Came put him on the stretcher, threw in the back of the ambulance. Let's go.
Yo, and they running back, no lie, a dude named George Rogers, right? I was in a trophy shop getting a corporate trophy. It's like a work thing. I'm getting like a corporate trophy, like you know the glass things, like such and such of the year. You're in a trophy shop, you spending up all your boss money on trophies and stuff. And you're like, boss, why you ain't just put that in our check? He's like, you just can't pay, just pick up the trophies. So anyway, I go pick up the trophies, right? Guess who is in there getting a Heisman Trophy cleaned?
George Rogers.
George Rogers.
Wow.
So I'm legit. I'm like, yo, can I
two time? I think was it twice Heisman Trophy?
No, that was Archie Griffin.
All right, my fault.
From Ohio State.
All right.
Bro, I'm telling you, we gotta do some football stuff, bro, at some point. But I'm in there with George Rogers, and like I'm a big dude, right? So he picks up the Heisman Trophy, and I'm like, yo, can I hold it, man? You'll let me take a picture with it? And he like, yo, you want me to let you hold my trophy and take your phone and take a picture with it? I'm like, yeah. He like, okay, all right. so we put the Heisman Trophy on the counter, right? Mm-hmm. And me and George Rogers, and I'm a big man, right? I'm a big man. But like right now, I'm probably like 348-ish, something like 347.
Yeah, but you're taller. You're what, 6'6", 6'7", right?
6'5" and some change.
Wow,
right?
that's tall, bro.
I'm sitting there right next to George Rogers, right?
Mm-hmm.
George Rogers' shoulders are bigger than mine, right?
He's wider, much
Right,
wider.
his shoulders bigger than mine, but his waist is about this big, bro.
Wow.
I'm like, what? And then at the time, now George Rogers is like 55, 56.
The big
Yo,
dude, that guy.
Yeah, and
Wow,
that
but
guy,
he's still in shape.
he shook my hand. He shook my hand. I almost called the police. Bro, I'm telling you, man. So I lift up the Heisman Trophy because you know how during the ceremony, you know how light it looks, like everybody just holding up the thing. Yo, I'm picking up the Heisman Trophy. It's
Heavy, right?
It's legit like 45 pounds, bro. Maybe more. Maybe more. Maybe more than that, man. But hey, y'all, listen, man. I gotta go, Mr. Lee. Listen, man. We gotta do some football talk, bro.
All day, man. That's my first love. To be real with you, that's my first love, man. Born a Giant fan. My dad. Let me tell you, this is how I became a Giant fan. All right, you Jet fans remember before you was the Jets, you was the Titans, right? Well, my dad, when he got out, my dad got home from Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? He used to go down. He went to school. He went to North Carolina A&T, played some football down there, and then he came back. He came home to New York, tried out for the Titans just before when on that cusp, on that cusp of coming to Jets, and they offered my dad to be on the team, but they didn't offer him a fully guaranteed contract. And so my dad was like, F y'all, I'm not even going out there like that.
Right.
So, so he was like, we'll never cheer for the Jets, ever.
Wow.
And then, but also, too, though, my dad, he's originally from Tennessee. And, because of Jim Crow, my grandmother sent him to Harlem with my great aunt to raise him.
Right.
So he grew up in Harlem, and then my dad played hockey, all kind of craziness like that. But then he was a big fan of the Giants from the '50s. So he would talk about all these other players like Emmett Tennell. What's my man used to do the Marlboro commercials? Used to be on Monday night. Frank Gifford.
Gifford, yeah.
Frank Gifford, and that's how I knew Pat Summerall was a Giant. He was a kicker.
Right.
Before he became an announcer. So
that's
and then also too, I follow people, you know what I'm saying? Like you're a Bears fan, so I used to look at y'all, I was very impressed with your defense in '86, but in '85, but I look at our defense like, how many quarterbacks finished the game that year in '86.
Yeah. You talking about the Big Blue Wrecking Crew. You talking about the Big Blue Wrecking Crew.
Come on, man. That was like the LT. If one man, I'm gonna tell you something, nobody can tell me anything about, in spite of all his outside things, when he came on the field, nobody could be as more dominant as Lawrence Taylor. And I'm telling you, that man in his prime could come out here and play in today's game and be far better than what he was. You understand what I'm saying? Just off the speed factor.
LT would play right now with no helmet on, bro.
Oh
no
yeah,
helmet, yeah, of course.
And a pack of cigarettes.
Yep. Just make sure you let him make his tea time.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't make his tea time, it was a problem.
Yep.
Ask Bill Belichick.
Yeah. And you know what? And him and Harry Carson are so tight right now that Harry Carson is like his big brother. If I remember correctly, I think Harry Carson is like his big brother right now to this day.
That's nice.
Yeah, he has to. Him and what's my man name? Was the other linebacker, white guy? What was his name?
Gary Reasons.
Not Gary Reasons. Before Gary Reasons, it was the other guy. He's almost like a Hall of Famer too. He had a big. I want to say Butch Wolfalk, I think. What was?
No. His son. You talking about Diassi?
No, not him. Diassi's after. I'm talking about this is catch when LT was a rookie, bringing him up.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the dude's name, but I remember they was sitting around one time, and they tell a story all the time, and I sit and I listen to it and I laugh about it. And they say when they talk about Carl Banks, and they say, "Hey, homeboy, what you gonna do to get on the field?" And look out, look what Carl Banks turned into.
Right.
So
Bro. Yeah, man.
I could sit there and talk. I could talk Giants all day. I could talk NFL, current NFL right now. Wow, what I see, what I don't see, and
Right.
how the Cowboys are. Until Jerry Jones needs to stop pulling the plug on the Cowboys, you need to step away.
Yeah,
You need
man.
to step
Yeah,
away. You need
man.
to step away.
Some people call him some and I ain't gonna try. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Knicks fans, but some people call Dolan Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
he was at one point. At one point.
Yeah. That's what. But anyways, I'm
Well,
gonna get out of here, guys. Mr.
peace,
Lee,
man.
Mr. Lee, we
get some sleep.
I got a channel. Oh, I'm gonna try to get a little bit because I gotta be up in about 5 hours to do vibes and stuff.
Chuck Allen.
Yeah, with Chuck Allen, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. But guys, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to get this football channel off the ground. Sometime this week. It's a channel called Legends, where we just sit around and just shoot the breeze talking football. Like how the Bears were actually better than the Giants during the 80s, but we couldn't get past the 49ers.
Breezy, about the Bears. Did you have the refrigerator? What year did you have the refrigerator on your team?
85.
He was a
85.
beast.
Refrigerator. Yeah, man. Yeah, you couldn't move him. That's why they called him fridge.
What was he like? 320? 330?
I think he was 303.
303.
302. But at the time, offensive linemen were like what, 270?
Yeah, they were big back then.
Yeah,
not really.
Nah, they were smaller. They were smaller back then. Like you didn't have 300-pound linemen back then because football was more about mobility and hitting than it is about power and strength and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then now today's athletes, bro, a dude 6'6", 310 can run like a tight end because they have all these different training things in like the high school weight room now. Like no lie. By the time our babies like get to high school, they weight room gonna look so different than the one that we used to be in. You won't be able to recognize it, bro.
You were lucky. I was lucky in high school to even have weights. You know what I'm saying? We push-ups, sit-ups, and get out. I mean, we had a weights, but not like what they got nowadays. All these
right, where you can isolate muscle groups because
exactly.
Remember back in the day they used to like get on the bench.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now they have these machines where you can isolate every muscle in your bicep and just work it like that instead of just getting on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Maybe we'll do some legends sometime this week. Maybe. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do I got the Harry Carson interview download.
I appreciate that.
I'm gonna post it, and then I'll put it on. I'll have it on the channel for y'all to come back and look at it, man, and everything. I'll dress it up some. But everybody, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. Letting us talk these Knicks, these Mets, these
Giants.
Go back in the day, these Giants, football, all of that, man.
Breezy, one more thing before you go. I was gonna say before is that I have a bad feeling that we're gonna wind up like tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday. That breaking news that Donovan's gonna be traded to a team we didn't even hear about. Imagine,
man.
Right. You don't have that feeling.
Brooklyn.
Imagine.
Y'all need to stop tripping. I'm trying to tell you, we are in the driver's seat of this.
Yeah,
thing.
I think we in the
Listen, we got the one thing this man wants more than anything. He wants draft picks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And see, he's trying to get over with the players.
Yep.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, we got him by his coconut so daggone bad right now because he opened his mouth.
Yep.
He opened his mouth. If he wouldn't have opened his mouth, I'm trying to tell you, he might have got over. he might have got over, or you made us look bad. But see, he tried to put the pressure on us because he knows our fan base. You know what I'm saying? And he knows some of us are bipolar, and that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to tell you, man, Danny, all y'all, man, take it easy on this. And if not, so be it. If we don't pull the trigger, we don't. Because I'm trying to tell you, we're at least 8 games better. And the fact that I feel like we ain't sold our soul for Donovan Mitchell, you know, hey, I know Freezer, you're gonna be mad and disappointed. We should have did it. We had it. We was already there, but it's something better's gonna happen because we got too much draft capital.
Yeah, we'll get it.
And assets.
It'll work out. It'll work out.
I don't mind quickly. I mean, Grimes and your man McBride and Fournier, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? With 4 or 5 draft picks by, you know, and that's what it is.
Right.
Let them go. Everybody think it's quickly. Quickly's not going nowhere, and Obi ain't going nowhere. So anything else is out of the question.
We'll
Good night.
get it. All right, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Breezy, get